everybody. Welcome. This is Deadlands Blood Drive. Yeah! How do y'all doing today? Hope you... Oh, we're punching cows already. Watch out. One of them cows is the resurrected form of Bruce Lee, Bovine Lee. He's gonna beat your ass. All right, so hey, everybody. Welcome to Deadlands Blood Drive.
Not Moose V. We went for Bruce.
Moose Lee. Moose Lee is probably better. That's probably better.
Come on.
That's fair.
I also definitely just got my my necklace tangled in my headphones, so don't worry about that.
Did you? That's what that noise is.
Hey, I didn't notice until stream started.
I've been running Onyx PathCon all weekend. I'm dumb as mud. This is the perfect time to finish a campaign. All right, so howdy, folks. Woo! Welcome to Deadlands Blood Drive. The Rootinest, Tootinest, DreamWorks Pictures presents the Rise of Grootinest show that you've ever seen. What? I don't know. I thought about it when I was putting my contacts in. So howdy, folks. We're going to play a game here. This is Deadlands Blood Drive. This is a game that is set in the world of the Weird West, which, if you couldn't tell, is west of things, where it's kind of weird. So it is about cowboys and undead zombies and undead cattle and real cattle and things like that. A cattle drive to hell and back if you're lucky. Yeah, so we've been running this game for 11 games. This is episode 12, and we are finishing the first book, which is going to be the season finale tonight. So hopefully you are going to enjoy yourselves. If you don't, I mean, it's your life, man. Like, I don't know. You know, be happy. And with that, we are going to start getting into this in just a second. Now, I'm seeing that there's a red line on the screen, and I don't know what that's from. So hold on.
It's from the loading.
It's from the loading thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. All right. It was a secret.
That's a mystery.
All right, it's the last game. So, and it says episode 11. So let's switch this over to episode. Boom. Sorry, I just came from doing some Onyx Path work, so I am a little schmeep. All right, so Christa, thank you for making this outfit for me and for sewing this button on in reverse so that it looks cool. But it's the last game, so I'm gonna let it breathe a little.
Hooray!
Not as much as my They Came From last night, where I was like 4 buttons deep into the night. All right. Floating Red Line is the greatest Dork Tales cast member. They will return in Spelljammer. Floating Red Line will return.
Wait. I gotta write that down, the character names.
Oh, lordy.
I dare you to cross this floating red line.
I do. You want a magic item at the start of Spelljammer that is literally just like a piece of like magic chalk that draws lines on things.
Oh my god. No, I want a familiar that is just a floating red line of energy.
A floating red line of energy? Yeah. That's great. All right, so folks, we are about to stop chatting and start introducing. What we're going to do is we're going to introduce ourselves, do a little bit of introduction announcements, and then we're going to start playing the Rootinest, Tootinest, Shootinest, we'll mute ourselves if we have to Putinist, games that you... My entire job is just making Christa explode.
Damn it!
So that is all good. And then I want to thank you all for sticking with us for Deadlands Blood Drive. It has been a lot of fun running this game for you, but it's time to be hitting the old dusty trail. We're going to have a lot of fun today. I think game's going to be maybe not too long today, but we'll see how long it goes. We'll play with it. Also, we are hopeless shills. Oh, I got to turn on channel points. One sec, because it's been the weekend. We were running Onyx PathCon, which was a lot of fun, and I am glad it is over so I can take a nap. So I will turn on channel points again, but quick reminder that if you want to affect the plot in major ways, I'm a hopeless shill. It's the last game. You buy subs, you can just make things happen. I don't care. Throw money at the channel. That'll work. Channel points will too, but I guarantee I'll pay more attention to the other one.
Oh no.
Or go up your subscription on Patreon, or join the Patreon, and then just like Kelly will get a notification.
I will. And Christa, crank your volume a tiny bit now that you're leaning away.
Oh, yeah, I can also move this a little bit.
Do it. All right, so you ready for this? Time to do introductions. Howdy, folks. I'm Kelly. I'm the sheriff around these parts. Don't blink it this time, Kelly. That really hurt last time. Just kind of... There we go. I'm the sheriff around these parts. The Marshal, one might call me. I'm in charge of keeping these miscreants in line. Well, in line, not alive. And running all manner of games and fun things here. I use he and him as my rootin' tootin'. I've ran out of rhymes for rootin' and tootin', so my persnickety little pronouns. I'm an Aquarius, and I like long walks down the down the cattle pasture. All right, so let's pass this around. Say hello to everybody. Do a big circle, starting with Mike.
Hey everybody, it's me, Michael. I'm going with he, him pronouns, and today I'm playing Trenton Skinner. I dare you to cross this red line. Because I will punch you so hard in the cow that it's going to come out as bacon.
All right, let's load your guns.
Punched him so hard he changed species.
Wait, this is deeply confusing. You must do sounds on
You gonna load your gun?
Yeah, I better go and find some.
You better
bullets.
load your gun. Hold on, I'll do the sound. All right,
okay.
let's find out what sound effect your gun loads with.
Please be a chicken.
It was ladies' laughter, actually. And I'm gonna load mine right now. So I start off with 4, and the sound effect that loads that is gonna be.
And don't forget, you get an extra one for me because I'm unlucky.
Oh, that's true. Let me just pop that up to 5, and look, there's another Wilhelm scream. Okay. Then all right. Do you have any announcements, Mike?
Yes, I am happy that I got to be in this first chunk of Deadlands, and it's been great playing with all of you, and I hope to see you again shortly in the future.
See us shortly. I agree.
Shortly.
Not shirtless.
Shortly,
No.
you jest.
Well, unless.
I mean, not on Twitch.
Well, you know, if you join Patreon, what happens behind Patreon?
Patreon only tabletop games.
Yeah.
I told you that if we hit 150 Patreons, I would run a hot tub game.
Yes.
Stream just for Patreon. We'd get like a floater, because we do have a hot tub. We do. It belongs to our landlords technically.
Wait,
Oh no!
what
Nobody
is
wants a floater.
But like the beautiful thing about this is it what?
What is a floater? Is it?
No, like we get like a foam floaty to like roll the dice on.
Okay.
Like a boogie board, not a piece of poop. What is wrong with you?
All right, I was a lifeguard.
All right. That's enough of that.
No word of a lie. Dorktales tried this one time, a hot tub thing, and there was a floater.
Dorktales, that stream that was canceled by popular demand. All right, let's pass on to Christa. Hi, Christa.
Hi guys, I'm Christa. Can you see her?
You're still quiet. I don't know what's going on.
What if I talk right here? Is this better?
Welcome to Gunfighting ASMR.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'll just lean forward. I'll be like real cowboy for the whole game. I'll just lean forward really awkwardly.
Why are you so quiet?
I don't know. I haven't had problems with ping before, have I?
No.
I don't, and I'm.
Does Christa sound quiet to anybody else?
Does anyone in the chat know how to turn your volume up on a Mac?
Oh shit, you're in trouble. I would say Apple plus. That's a good question.
I'm gonna assume
we can figure this out in our text chat here if you need to.
Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. But for now,
I will say you sound pretty
pronouns.
reasonable. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
You sound pretty reasonable volume level to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone in the chat
can't
asked
hear
how
me.
many channel points they need to delete the channel. So I put them in timeout for 10 minutes. because that's rude, you jerk.
Be careful what you wish for. Anyone else?
Anyone else?
We'll punch you now. We'll punch you
Here's the red line. This is the red line. Do not cross it.
To delete my message
you know what? I'll delete it for free. There we go.
for free.
You know what? That sounds good. There we go.
I play Ida Driscoll, the gun-toting witch. So
not the gun-toking witch. That's a different witch.
It's gonna be a time, folks.
All right. Do you have any announcements to make? And load your gun.
Oh right, I need to load my gun. I will announce that I was supposed to be in a different game on a different channel yesterday, but our player and our DM got COVID, so we didn't play yesterday. So
that's why your game didn't run.
That's why the game didn't run. Yeah, our player got COVID a couple weeks ago and was still recovering, and the DM got COVID 2 days before we were supposed to play, so we didn't play. But if you want to go check out Lawful Stupid, I'm gonna be over there playing some D&D next Saturday.
We're chaotic stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I see that a wild bunny has let that malcontent back into the chat, so we'll just keep an eye on them.
Ash is so on little malcontent that she's actually one of my mods.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm glad. I actually tried to do it after 30 seconds, but I actually can't do it on my screen. So I'm glad you did.
No.
COVID existed in the Old West. Yeah, maybe there's a chance that a bat had it back then, because that's how we got it, right?
I mean, it could be some kind of novel coronavirus. I'm sure one does.
Wow, how novel!
Not anymore.
All right, let's pass down to a bunny.
Oh, hi, it's me. I'm a bunny. My name is Millie and/or Bunny Hearted on Twitch and in chat. I'm a cozy, comfy VTuber violating the sacred oath by showing y'all my dork ass face. Today I am playing Frida Heckmann, who is a otherworldly Miss Frizzle-like Jules Verne explorer and a complete disaster, and currently possibly starting a small zombie apocalypse. Don't worry too much about it. My honoun pronouns are they and them or she and her.
Nice. All right. So, and you already loaded your gun, so.
I'll make sounds though.
Well, I have rolling thunder coming in. Wait, did Chef just?
Okay, that's way cooler. That's way cooler than whatever
Chef
sound
just
I was
sent $50.
making.
Let me just check my phone. Chef, why are you sending money? Chef, what do you want to have happen? Do you want to run the game? You can. I'll allow it.
We'll send you the ping link.
I'll send you the ping link. Come on in. I bet
like
Chef...
a pangolin?
Oh, someone actually did sign up for Patreon. What the hell?
Yay! We love you.
Just became like a fancy one too. Like a what is that? Like, I don't know how much that they send me. They don't
have to add them to your list.
I'm gonna have to add them to my list. Actually, I don't think they're quite that fancy, but they're pretty damn fancy. Well, actually, you know what? I think
Was that Tabby?
I think it's Tabby. It might be the basic tier. They So what happens when someone joins the Patreon? I get an email. And it either gives me their tier rating, or if they do a year subscription, it gives me their total. So like one time I saw somebody who was like has given you like $200. I'm like, I don't even have a $200 tier. What the hell? And it was like, oh no, they signed up for like the $10 tier or something like that. And then with exchange, it went up to like really high. And I'm like, oh man, I got real excited. I was like, I'm gonna buy pens because I'm running out of pens. How many channel points do you have to spend to join a D&D session? We have a looking for group in our Discord. You should join our Discord. There are a lot of people.
Yeah, join the Discord.
As for I get that question a lot real quick about, hey, how do I join games on Dork Tales? And it's like, once I know you're not going to kill my career. Because like it'd be really easy to have someone just come on and be like, slur.
Yeah.
I'll say the way that I usually describe it is that I have to know you well enough to vouch on your behalf to another stream.
Yeah,
I think
fair.
That's a pretty understandable minimum. I imagine you have at least the same.
It's basically, yeah, I'm pretty protected. I think it must be harder for you though, because you interact with a lot of randoms in like virtual spaces, right?
Yeah, of course, but it is in some ways similar though, right? Where I'm typically in a shared world where anyone could join, but there's a bit of a whitelist. So
that's fair. All right, do you have any announcements?
I love y'all and y'all in chat, and I also really love cows, no matter how few legs they have for some weird mysterious reason.
Or how many eyes.
Right.
I know 2 is not nearly enough for a cow. How are they going to stalk their prey? This world is stupid.
It's true. It's true. All right. Yeah, the thunder is still going. Yeah. Millie was loading her gun for a while. It's a science gun though. So what do you expect? All right. Pass over to James.
Why, hello there, gentlefolk. I am James, aka Otheon. I use he/him pronouns, and I am the playing the beleaguered warlock of our group. Thomas Catlett, who's like trying to keep everyone from either animating the dead or turning people into
Turtles. We're
like,
turning
why am I the
would you-
main
was it
one? I'm not supposed
not
to be
to
the
be
same one.
animated?
Death is supposed to be a line.
It is a line, and then she crosses it.
It's a thin red line that we cross all the time.
Exactly.
Also, I upped my audio. Is that better?
You sound about the same to me.
Yeah, about the same.
I turned it up to like 85%.
Did you make sure that you're using your microphone on ping?
I did double check that this time before I hit everything
Yeah,
up.
it sounded like
totally
you must
thought.
have been when you came in super close and gave us the
External-
ASMR experience.
No, it's my microphone port that I turned up. Is that the right one? Does that sound louder?
There we go. All right.
So I had it right in ping. I didn't have it right in Mac.
You mean Mac didn't have it? It's all Mac's fault. All right, James.
Clearly.
Load your gun and strike a pose. I've got a song. I've got a song for you.
Ka-chunk.
No,
No,
like-
loading our shotgun.
Do a karate pose. Do a karate pose. Load it and then do a karate pose. It's not loading for me.
I already loaded it. It's okay. Let me
Is it
try.
not
refresh.
loaded? Oh, let me check. Let me check. What's going on? What's going on?
You know,
hold on.
you should definitely just go back to awkwardly pumping on
Should-
stream. Don't.
Just,
worry.
yeah,
No, but no one will
let's do
clip
this
it,
so
I'm
we can
sure.
GIF it.
God, this is. I will miss Deadlands for how dumb it can get.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, there it's loaded. James, strike a pose. Quick. 1, 2, 3.
I feel like I've got like karate chop action. Like this is.
You had hawk noises going over you, so someone clip that. Wait, hold on. Do I have? I might have something for this. Hold on. We will play a game in the next like 5 minutes. I guarantee it. But in the meanwhile, hold on. Can I get? Please exist. Please exist. Oh, wait. Yes, it does exist. All right, James, I need you to do me a favor. Start punching the camera at your leisure. All right, you're good.
Okay.
So,
What the heck did you overlay that with?
so I found punching and kicking noise in the Wusha soundboard. So you were like, whoosh, 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 whoosh. It was
Awesome.
pretty dope as hell, actually. You should feel proud. All right. Hey, Raid, how's it going? We're about to start our game. And YouTube, if you're watching all this Twitch shenanigans, thanks. I'll put a timestamp in, maybe. Oh. All right. James Theon, do you have any announcements?
Not that I could think of. Nope.
All right.
Nope, not that I can think
So,
of.
folks, last couple announcements before we begin game. Thank you so much for tuning in to Deadlands Blood Drive. We're going to be starting in just a second, but what I would like to say, get it done, who wants to, got 5, got 10, got 5, got 10, is that, Society Raid. Which society is raiding us? The Society live stream over at twitch.tv/The Society live stream. Nice. Thanks for coming by. So, folks, Deadlands Blood Drive is going to be reaching its natural conclusion today. I hope that you've had a lot of fun with us and that you are going to enjoy things going forward. We're going to be taking Sundays off for a couple of weeks, but what we are going to be doing is in mid-July, early July, something like that. We
I
are
think it's
coming.
early.
We are coming back, and yeah, it is pretty early. Where it's either going to be the first or second week, depending on what I find out today regarding my Canada Day schedule. Is going to be coming back with an indie role-playing game showcase in July, and that we're going to be featuring the Firebrands games primarily, but we've got games where myself and Bunny Hearted are going to be running games with a couple of other friends and playing things like Dragons or Game of Thrones-esque games or superheroes or mech pilots. Like, there's so many different versions of these. It's gonna be running bi-weekly. Come and play. Besides that, we also are having a large portion of the cast of Deadlands is rolling forward in August for a brand new D&D game. We are running Spelljammer Adventures in space. So Christa is not going to be transferring over to that because Christa's in like 4 other games and they need a break.
And running one.
and running one because
Will
if
be
you are
then.
on our Patreon as of June 26th, you are going to be seeing session 0 for Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos. So anybody who is of the $5 tier or higher is going to get a link for a direct access to that. So head over to Patreon and you'll be able
And
to
our
watch
art
that.
is almost done. And when the art is ready, we'll start announcing
Yeah,
people.
we'll start doing people and then art drops. And I've ordered my contact lenses. So
I
that's
have the fabric for everybody's costumes. I'm going to be starting that this week.
nice. So that's what we have to say. We got a lot of great stuff. Like, follow, subscribe, do all of the things that you want to do. I'm going to take a couple of ibuprofen because it has been a couple of days. And I'm going to start games. This is the Breakfast of Champions.
Hey, I'm.
Yep. Who's in your 30s? And up.
Yeah, exactly.
This
What-
is just tea. I just wanted to feel included.
Mike.
so.
I'm going to be 40 before long. What does ibuprofen turn into in your 40s? Is it just like mescaline?
I don't know. I've only got about 2 months left in my 40s, so I'm mostly out.
Oh. What do you get in your 50s? A new hip? No, that's 60s.
Well, from what I understand, I have to pretty much start dyeing my hair jet black. I have
Okay.
to go buy myself a Trans Am and buy myself a new leather jacket.
Yeah,
You can
these all
always
sound
buy
like-
yourself a new leather jacket.
Yeah.
Actually, I already bought one, so
You're
I got,
Yeah. Where
I
did
got
you buy?
that. Yeah.
After game, tell me where you bought a leather jacket because I've tried to replace mine and I can't find anywhere that actually has real leather. It's all like leather's getting
That's-
better, but it's still not at the point where it breathes. I know leather,
Ask that girl that lives up the street.
there are a lot of girls that live up this street.
Yeah, but not
the
on
one that's
Dorkdale.
more specifically up the road.
Well, speaking
Oh, do you mean
of-
down
Oh,
the
yeah, up
road?
the
Lives
road.
up the road? Okay.
I don't know.
Mhm.
She's
up the
she's
road.
not up the road from me.
Okay, that's fair.
Just up the hallway.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right,
Down
so
the hallway.
folks, we are going to start our game in just 1 second. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, or just fun?
I mean,
that you-
lots, but not regarding the game. So we should probably just go ahead.
All right. So let's get our serious-ish faces on. Oh, let's roll our necks, let's flex our pecs, and let's get ready to have some. I was gonna. Well, not that rhyme with that face. Have some decks? I don't know. What? That is a thing. Also, I apologize. My dog's barking like an idiot. All right. Okay.
No,
Acting.
you're not.
Last time on Deadlands Blood Dry, you all returned from the small town of Dogleg. After returning from Dogleg, you discovered that not only had the men you killed been, well, you already knew they were, that's irrelevant. That's just me improving badly. After killing a bunch of folk, y'all returned from the town of Deadleg to discover that your campsite, well, it had done been ransacked by this Gault fella and his men. They'd taken your cattle, they'd taken your people, and only Abigail, Luke, and a few of the other drovers were present. Several of your people died, but through the grace of God and some generous folk that are looking out for you from above, you were able to save some of them, including one Mr. Barney. And as you did that, you decided that it was time to make some unexpected allies. You traveled over to the town of Exposition, where there was surprisingly little exposition, and mostly just wrangling up some NPC help to take on Gault in what would become the Battle of Gault's Gulch. Now y'all have a number of folk with you. From the town and from the railroad, you were able to secure 15 gunmen, as well as a witch named Constance Merritt. Oh, pardon me. As well as Constance Merritt was the head gunfighter, as well as a witch named Violet Hayes, Violent Violet, who had been an underclassman of Ida Driscoll's inside of that school for witches. How many hurt the Morses then? No, Jesus. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez.
Too many, Robin.
Is that's at least
Jinkies.
that's at least 6. Hold on, I gotta load my gun to one more. That's my loading gun noise. It's that harmonica. Okay. Now, Gault, you also learned that Gault and Wilcox, the dead Marshal inside a dogleg, are actually not tied to the Black River Railroad and were lying about it in order to get a bit more clout and fear underneath their boots to stomp down the local populace. Well, that didn't strike those of the Black River very well. And so Violet Hayes offered to help you if you returned with her afterward. You agreed, and whether or not you keep that promise is something that we will come to at the end of this game. But in the time being, well, there's a reckoning coming to Gault. You sent Ihane, your tracker, one of the few tribespeople that you have present with you. Knowledgeable about the terrain and stealthy as a lynx on a soft sofa. Ihane was able to tell you, I don't know, I needed something soft, and I was like, what exists in this day? A sofa. There we go. Quick point of order. Every role-playing game is a first draft story, so do your best and shrug. You managed to discover that Gault's Pass, Gault's Gulch, was a rigid structure. A full gulch with a rope corral at the front, a pair of guards up in the high rocks guarding the front entrance. But besides that, it is just a horseshoe-shaped gulch. No exit at the back. Heavily defensible, but also a bit of a trap. Now, the cliffs around it are 30 feet tall. Hell of a fall onto hard rock if you're so unlucky. But let's hope you're not. Besides that, you were also able to secure the help of your fellow Lazy S riders. Which means, at total, it looks like they have, well, quite a few people. 29 of your own versus at least 40 to 50 of theirs. And with that, we are going to begin. I've looked up the rules for mass combat. They are interesting, and we'll use them to the best of our ability. With that, we are going to begin with your preparation the night before. Now, Ida, you had decided to talk to Violet about doing some type of magic that was going to hamper Gault in his endeavors. And I think that as we're planning what is going to happen, why don't we go ahead and start there with you all sitting around planning the night before. What time were you thinking of doing this raid? Probably in the morning?
Were we thinking first thing, or did we want to do it in the middle of the night?
The problem with the middle of the night is that you'd be blind too.
True. But like sunrise then?
Yeah, sunrise, so we can sneak up close without them seeing us, and then, you know, because none of our guys are real good gunfighters for the most part, so we're gonna need that light.
We have the 15 gunmen folks. Yeah. We'd probably grab like one of the we'd probably have Luke, and we'd probably have like one of the main gunfighter types, and maybe Violet to join us to sort of sit down and discuss tactics.
All right, sitting around there doing that, you have a fire between you there on a surprisingly cold night, even though you were getting, well, you're on the other side of the hotter seasons coming in. But here, it gets pretty cold at night. As you are prepping this, you are going to hear one last person kind of force their way over to you, and Abigail is going to sit down next to you, just kind of on one of these little logs or stumps that you've pushed over for a seat. Well, I ain't gonna let you talk about things that concern me without me. My uncle's in there, and I'm aiming to get him back.
Well, I think we all need to keep a clear head about this. So if, Miss Abigail, you are capable of doing that, you are more than welcome.
I am more than capable of doing so, ma'am.
Good. So, Violet and I are hoping to cause somewhat of a distraction and set them off, and perhaps, in turn, take Gault out of the picture. This can take... Christa's forgotten, but I think it's 24 hours?
Yeah, it takes... I believe it's 24 hours for that spell to take effect. Let me just double check. It is under the witches. Witches. Transform. Duration. So the spell costs... It takes 1 hour.
Yeah.
A successful touch on an unwilling victim causes him to make a spirit roll.
That's it. It's the next section.
Oh, true curse. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Process takes much longer. The range becomes 1 mile rather than touch. Requires a personal item of some sort. You have a little bit of blood. Successful casting of the victim begins over the next 12 hours.
12 hours. Okay, perfect. So if we do it the night before and we want to go in first thing in the morning.
So it happens on the stroke of the 13th hour. Or at the end of that 13th hour is when it takes place. The 12th hour is basically like you're kind of a... If you turn someone into a frog, for example, they turn into like kind of like a freakish frogman.
Yeah.
In the 12th hour, and then the 13th hour, they just go into a frog.
Okay. That's kind of better, because they'll be like freaking out over what's going on.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yes.
And if we can actually get into position, if they like try to ride out or anything like that, we can catch them in like the Gulch entrance.
Yep. So if we get them, if we are ready to go at the crack of dawn, which time-wise, about 13 hours from now, 12 hours after Violet and I are finished, we should be able to catch them, possibly some of them running away. I mean, the ones that run away, we can honestly let leave, I think. What do you all think?
Well, it seems to me, Luke's gonna say, looking around, he's got a pretty small campsite inside of there. And he's got about 5,000 head of cattle. Our cattle are tough, but they, well, Abigail will lean in. They're not spook-proof. If we could get them to stampede, we'd have to chase them down over the next few days. But, well, saddle sores are better than bullets. If I had to experience one, at least.
I do have something very distracting. Frida says, putting a bag full of dynamite on the table.
Cheese and Pete.
There are 8 sticks remaining.
That would do it.
Perhaps the distraction that Violet and I can cause will be enough for a couple of folks to get further into the camp to set that off. I don't know how close we want to get to the cattle to set it off. Perhaps above the gulch. Don't want to create a rock slide and kill them all. Do you have a smaller explosive, Frida?
No.
Okay. Could we perhaps, given 12 hours or so, perhaps make something that just goes bang without actually causing destruction?
She's gonna look deeply disappointed.
The destruction can come later. We just don't want to
I
destroy the
suppose.
cattle.
V could
What
use
happens if
some-
we could also put that thing up on the cliffside around the back, right?
Yes, we just risk breaking off a
Keep
chunk
all-
of wall that crushes a bunch of cattle. Suppose if we timed it right and threw it up real high, that might work.
How much fuse you got?
V could make a catapult.
Well, I was thinking that of like tying it to a bird thing.
What?
Kinda.
Are you going to get a bird thing kind of?
Let's just assume that this can be arranged.
You got
Okay.
a bird you don't like,
could have
sir?
Sorry.
You got a
in
bird
a
you don't
manner
like
of
too much?
speaking. I'm sorry. I'm trying to speak in vague terms here. Let's just say I could do it.
Well, I suppose if there was some kind of delivery mechanism that would not be noticed, given minor distraction within the camp itself, and we were not terribly concerned about the life of this bird, which, fair for this purpose, I think is acceptable. I think those two in conjunction may be the best way to go. Between folks maybe running away from Violet and I distraction, and the cattle running for it and maybe taking out some of their number, I think we'd be best off at least get us down to reasonable odds. I think the 15 we got are I think y'all are going to be superior gunfighters to what they have in there, but we still want to give you the best odds as possible, get the most of you home. Well, if no one has any issue with that, I believe Valen and I have some work to do.
How many sticks of dynamite do you have there?
8 of
Frida?
them. Do you want to do more of the scheming? I had 10 of them. I've blown up 2 things so far.
Yeah. Is there any of the townsfolk here, or is it just us? I can't.
No, they're hanging out nearby.
Luke and
let's go
Abigail
see
would be the only two.
Let's go see if we can get some more fuse. If we're gonna do this, I'm gonna need plenty
I
of
could
fuse.
clip it from the other ones and make a big tube fuse.
Well, how long would that run for? Because I mean, it's gonna have to fly over there, and we're gonna have to light it before it goes.
I will think about some sort of device.
All right.
Just glue a clock to it. That's how that works, right?
I mean, I think that's basically what she's thinking. Is like a small little clock that just like ticks over on like a flint.
There you go. Yeah. That's thinking.
Seems like some vaguely reasonable science. Some even got to use ghost rock for that. Yeah, but I mean, like, we probably should use ghost rock for it. So.
He's ghost rock and everything.
Yes, all the ghost
Yeah.
rock for science.
Yeah, make pop rocks.
Ghost rock.
Wonderful.
So she's gonna lean in really, really close to you, Thomas. So
Frida.
do we want to do just the distraction, or do we want to blow them all up?
Well, if you want me to drop bombs, I can drop bombs. Like that's something we can do.
Yes.
Like
The airborne assault. I've dreamed of this. I want the flying machine.
all right, let's go practice. All right.
Excited, Frida wobbling.
Nearby,
None of
you're,
us are here.
like Abigail's watching you two walk off, and did I just get stood up? Because you forgot about Team Polygun Fighter science. Okay.
Too distracted by the prospect of blowing up things.
I mean, whatever gets you off. Knowing Ida or Frida, yeah. Okay, so
I'm sure
you all,
there's science involved.
so you all do that.
Explosions like that.
Now there's not going to be much dynamite here, but anybody who spends a Benny will be able to find some extra fuse, enough to make something like that if you want to do like a long fuse. Spend a Benny to scrounge if you want, or you could try to
Sure,
risk a
happy to
roll.
do that.
Okay, cool.
But I
Darren-
feel like risking a roll is more fun.
Okay, risk a roll. So what would this be even?
Can-
What
can
do
I
we
go-
got?
Now I am better at schmoozing. Can I go talk to the townsfolk and see if there's, if the general store would be willing to give us some?
I mean, the general score is like at least a
Help
6-hour
buckle up.
ride away.
Oh, sorry,
We're
okay.
out- we're out
Yeah.
Yeah,
closer
never
to
Yeah.
the
So like you
camp
guys are
Never mind.
way up, like at least 6 hours one way.
I had forgotten how
so
far we traveled.
that's why I'm
Sorry.
like, there's a chance of them having dynamite cord. Probably pretty low. Probably pretty low.
Mhm.
So, but I
Like,
will.
is this roll for attempting to manufacture some, or
Yeah,
to
you know what?
find
Let's do
some?
that. So why don't you go ahead and give me a? I mean, you have science, right? Is that the skill?
I do have science. Yeah, I have
So-
regular science and weird science. I don't know if this one's regular.
This
or
is
weird.
regular science. This cord's not
All right.
weird, right? So it's gonna be regular
yet.
science, and give me a regular science roll. Do it at a -2 because you're in a hurry. I don't think
Okay,
that's
sounds
actually gonna
good.
cause you
I
problems.
have
though.
rolled an 11.
Okay,
Mine exploded, so I have 11, including the -2. So that is a success and 1 raise, because it's not quite 2 raises.
Yep, that will
Because
be
2
a,
raises is 12. Yeah.
well. Yeah, that will be a success and 1 raise. So you can go ahead and produce. What are you trying to do? How much cord are you trying to get? Just enough
I
for
mean,
timing?
essentially, I guess yeah, that's probably the easiest way to do it. It's just to make sure it's timed. So
Okay, yeah.
whatever this is doesn't happen anywhere other than right over them.
You will have enough to do that then, so you don't accidentally
Okay,
blow up
so-
your bird.
That sounds good.
Prematurely
Or-
blow
or
up your
at
bird.
least- At least we don't blow up the bird. Yeah, exactly. It's important to blow up your bird at the specific time. It's the specific bird explosion time.
Is true. All right, so you'll be able to do that. Anybody else doing anything while they've got time here?
Trenton is probably collecting people's knives and sharpening them. It's like,
Okay.
you got a knife? And then just spends his time listening to everyone else trying to come up with plans while sharpening knives.
All right, so as you're doing that, Barney is going to sit down. Sir, Mr. Trenton, you need any help with that?
You got any spit on you?
Any spit?
Spit.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm practically made of the stuff, sir.
Well, here, and he'll pass him like his heavier grit stone. You get to start them. I'll finish them.
Yes, sir.
Just spit on it and start going like this, and start showing them how to sharpen a knife.
Oh, that's. I can do that, sir. I can do that. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, kinda. Getting a
You're
second.
looking forward.
I'm looking forward to getting a second shot at it at least.
Why are you looking forward to people getting killed?
I'm looking forward to a second chance of proving that I ain't a chicken, or that I can, I don't know, handle myself.
Well, how about right now you just start sharpening knives?
Yes, sir. I guess I'm looking forward to you shooting that Gault son of a gun.
Oh, I ain't gonna shoot him. And then I'll hold up my knife and show him how sharp I have it.
Well, so long as he bleeds.
No, he will eventually.
Fair. I wanted to
Yeah,
thank
do,
you.
do it in reverse circles.
Reverse circles, yes, sir. Thanks for looking out for me. I know we ain't known each other very long, but thanks.
Yeah, well, right is right. So just focus on what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right is right. Left
Yes.
is left.
You know, you could be helping keep somebody alive. So do your best.
Yes, sir.
Dad Trenton is everything.
Dad Trenton. All right. And so Ida, what are you doing?
She's gonna go get Violet and get her stuff together and
Howdy.
probably change out of her very white and brown outfit and come out in all black and the to pull it out of her saddlebags and just be wearing head to toe black, which is not something she ever thought she'd do again.
Well,
And go
sis,
prep with
that
Violet.
looks good on you.
Always found it a little stifling.
That's why you wear the accents. But don't worry. I know black's a bit, can be a bit much, but you'll have enough red on there soon enough.
Well, let's hope, shan't we?
You wander off within a mile of the Gulch. To do so, I'd like you to make me a stealth roll.
Mm-hmm.
She will do the same, and check her stats.
What is I don't have stealth the skill.
Oh, sorry. So it'd be, oh, you don't have stealth the skill. So you roll a D4 and a D6.
And a D6. Okay.
And you subtract a 2 from whatever you got.
Yeah.
Okay. So she actually does. Oh yeah, she's fine. So she actually has.
Oh, that's a 6.
Okay, so that's if you roll the 6, then that means
2. So an 8.
okay, and that's
Minus
what the,
2 is.
you don't
there you go.
combine them. Remember?
No, I exploded.
Oh yeah, what am I doing? What am I doing? I forgot I rolled a 6 as well. So both of you get 8s. So 8, and then that turns into a 6 for you if it was an 8 before, right? Okay, so both of you will be able to make your way across the Badlands, going to the edge of where you can make this cast and done. The fire and the warmth and comfort of happy voices fades into the background, and it's just you and your sister. You can see a little bit of light and ember rising from the gulch from where they do have a campfire lit, and hear the distant sound of the cattle milling around and the men hooting, hollering, and, you know, it's only, what, just
6 or
dark?
7 probably. Yeah, like 4 or 5 almost. It's gonna be 12
Oh,
hours.
it's not
until
even. It's
sunup.
not even starting to get dark at this point.
Yeah.
It's thinking about it, but hasn't gone down there. So you'll be able to hear them pretty well. You manage to sneak around, staying out of distance of where the guards are keeping an eye, and you begin to draw your circle. What are we turning them into?
I liked your idea of a turtle.
Kick him
Give,
over and bake him.
Yeah, give Mr. Trenton a little souvenir. I know he's got a personal grudge against him.
Well, let's do it. All right, so that's going to cost 5 power points.
Sure will.
So, when you want to make a trait roll for a group of extras, nope. So she'll assist you. So I'll give you a +1 on this roll.
Okay.
But so this is going to be
Spirit, right? Now, are we in a fear zone? Because I get
you are near
rerolls
Gulch,
if we
Gulch,
are.
which is wow, they actually don't tell me. I'm gonna say that
then
it's
probably not.
I'm gonna say that it has the same fear level as Dogleg and Exposition though. So you're at a fear level of 3. So I think that gives
So
you
I
a
have to be a fear level of 4, I think, to get
Okay.
rerolls. Okay. Well, let's hope. You said I was a +1?
you're at a +1, yeah.
It's just a 7. Oh, can I Benny to reroll?
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's a 10. And a 4 +1 is 15, so not quite 3 up, but success and 2 raises.
Success and 2 raises. Okay, well that'll be pretty quick. All right, so you managed to pull the ritual off without too much trouble. Drawing the sigils in the ground, lighting the right fires, doing what you have to make sure that the spell completes. And as you do, there is going to be this cackling little noise that echoes around you into the evening, because this will take a little while to cast, a full hour.
Yeah.
Dark is beginning to spread, and a little glimmer of red is stretching across the horizon as the sun dips. and this mote of greenish, sickly, phlegmy energy is going to fly out of your casting zone, discorporate invisibly, but in a way that you can still see the air and the ground behind it kind of undulate, like you're looking through, like, basically like you're looking through like cloaking or something like that. It's invisible to the naked eye, but, well, your eyes have been clothed for a while, I suppose, as a witch. Let's hope that works, she says.
That's all we can do is hope.
Okay. As you send that into the day, anybody doing any last minute prep the following day?
I think so. Frida has to go be an awkward science lady for a moment, and probably go talk to Abby.
All right. So that night, she's sitting around the fire, like cleaning her gun, fairly well.
Just sit down next to her, trying her best to like look like she knows what she's doing. So she probably is basically coming off as if she's sitting there holding a clipboard. Hi.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
You know, a little bit nervous for the morning, of course, but that is how things go. Listen, I wanted to talk to you. I was surprised when you kissed me. Very very surprised. I don't really know what to do with that, but science post. I'm willing to experiment, so you keep me posted. After the things tomorrow. Hmm?
Okay. Well, can I ask you about an initial observation?
Of course. I will. Wait, should I take notes or not?
I mean, I don't know. I guess you could.
Hmm?
Yeah, I guess I wanted to know. Did you like it?
I think so, yeah. It was very cute, very sweet. You seem very small and just very, very lovely, and I was very surprised.
You ain't that big. You're just kind of tall.
I'm sort of like a stick.
I mean, I think
They called me a pencil at the Institute.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't call you a pencil. And pencils, that's a weird one. I mean, God, I used to chew on pencils all the time in school. She's just gonna.
Well, you know, sometimes you need something to distract you.
Yeah, my doctor said I had an oral fix it.
No. What needs to be orally fixed? Your mouth seems very, very, very nice to me.
Thank you. I thought earlier today that when you wandered off with Mr. Catlett that maybe he was a little more to your liking.
Oh no, we were talking about exploding all of the fuckers that I promised you I would probably kill. That's what we were doing.
So long as you don't kill. Now you're going to be careful that that's not going to kill anybody else, right? Because like they still got everybody in there, like my uncle.
Just having an internal panic of didn't think about that at all. Time to talk to Thomas. But if you're thinking mostly to distract the cattle, that's the thing.
I want to be honest with you. I'm not 100. Like I think that I think you're real pretty, Miss Frida.
Oh.
And I would love to be your research assistant. I'm kind of experimenting myself too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm just I don't know if whether or not I would like to stick with just one field of study.
Of course, of course. Val, are there any drinks within arm's reach?
It's a cowboy gulch, or it's a cowboy gathering before a big gunfight. Yeah, you can just reach off camera and Extra will hand you a bottle.
Mhm. This is why we have research grants.
I'm gonna admit, you kind of lost me on that one, but darn, you're cute. Anyway,
She's gonna take a big swig and then give her a smooch and plan to wander off vaguely into the evening.
you're definitely not a pencil from behind. She's gonna mutter to herself.
Really? They were very specific. They were like pencil butt Fridas. This is fantastic news.
That sounds like a really cruel thing to say. Miss Frida, can you come here for a sec? I just want to try something.
Of course.
Do you have a pencil?
Frida's the first name. Mm-hmm. To pull out a pencil just from behind her ear.
Well, I don't know. I think what they meant was this, and she'll just kind of like stick the pencil and see if it sticks. Like,
just like clunk.
just like right in the crease, right in the butt.
Ah, okay.
It's a cake test. Does it stick?
I'm gonna roll for it.
Roll. I guess it's a vigor. It's probably vigor.
I rolled a 6.
He got that cake. Cowboy cake.
Well, all right then.
Oh, so she's like,
Well, I suppose I have spare pencil storage now.
well, yeehaw.
The hootenanny.
Have a nice night.
You do.
Oh, man.
I think this went really well. I'm just gonna go wander off.
Yeah, she is very attractive. Sorry, I had to look up her photo again. She basically looks like Karen Gillan. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, this is the official artwork of her. She's the sultry redhead, like, with big mouth as a flaw, which is always the best. Okay, so we've got a few determinations, by the way, bought for us.
Wait, imagine having big mouth as a flaw,
Right?
and then also curious as a flaw.
Oh my god, right? Like, she was designed to be experimental. So Mills, you had a
Frida has the same
determination
one.
bought for you, and
Woo.
James had a determination, so another bullet. And I think that's it. Both of them are from Chef, I think. Yeah, both of them are from Chef. So you should be at 4 and 4, and that is to fix that cake roll. So I think Chef was just trying to fix it, like actually fix it, not like repair it. I'm just gonna check one thing about Abby.
I will take this one only to cake related roles going forward. I only have one Benny to spend in cake related circumstances.
Big mouth, curious, and loyal are her hindrances, and attractive and lucky are her edges.
Imagine having edges. Frida's are curious,
edging.
lying eyes, which means she's basically incapable of lying, and big mouth.
Oh, there you guys match.
Yeah, matchy
right.
matchy.
Okay. Well, I guess I gotta be woman enough to do this. Abigail will stand up and go wander over to Mr. Catlett. Where are you?
I think Catlett's probably gone off just like a little ways, just to the edge of the kind of the fires, and he's trying to like see if he can remember like how exactly to bring forth the smaller version of his little crawdad buddies.
Mr. Catlett?
Which can grow wings. What?
Sorry, you.
Abby, sorry.
Yes, sir. Just checking in on you. You seemed a little out of sorts recently.
Well, it's we've had a heck of a time recently. Lots of running around and shooting and fighting things, and
You fancy
not
me?
exactly my normal scene. But
Because you kind of
Yes?
have acted. She was gonna start to. She was starting on a train of thought, and you just like blew it up, robbed the stagecoach. Like it's just the Iron Horse has derailed. Well, good. I think that you are quite nice too. Handsome.
Well, I'm glad we can come to an agreement on certain things. Yeah. Now,
I've,
Abby, why don't you come over here and sit down and tell me what's bothering you?
nothing's bothering me, sir. I just I'm not used to talking to men folk about desires of the heart.
Fair enough, but you look perplexed. That's why I was just concerned.
I'm not perplexed. I'm being bashful. I'm being demure, sir, like a good lady.
And if that's the case, then Catlett would probably kind of move a little bit closer.
Now, I do have a few minutes. I could probably sit down though, and she'll kind of sit down next to you on whatever stump or whatever you're sitting on while you're thinking about this. Even if it's just the ground, she'll sit down. She'll give it a dust off with her hand first.
And yeah, he'll sit down beside her.
Now, sir, you're a handsome and worldly man, and I think that it would be fair to say that you've probably known your share of women, folk.
A few, I suppose.
Now I ain't never really done much of that in the past. I mean, been traveling and with my folks and all. I mean, there were a couple of boys that, but I mean, hasty back alley kisses don't really count for much, really. Assuming we survive tomorrow, I might have a proposition for you.
All right. I look forward to hearing it.
Oh, I can tell you right now, it's just contingent upon our survival.
Sure.
Well, you've been with... Well, you said you've been with several girls. Well, I ain't been with none, and I fancy you, but I have a large appetite. And if you're fine with me getting cooked 2 meals, oh, that's a lost cause.
I think we're playing with a few too many euphemisms here. Like, cut to the quick, Abby.
Well, I don't
someone
fancy
else
any
to-
man but you, but I also fancy someone else who ain't a man.
Oh.
Between so if you're comfortable with potentially sharing a courtship, I wouldn't be adverse to it either. We probably want to keep this on the down low once we rescue my uncle. At first, I imagine he'd probably be kind of weirded out by both sides, to be honest, for different reasons all entirely. One, you work for well, you both work for him, I guess technically, but if she can't get me pregnant, so there's that.
Wait, who are we talking about here?
Science brain worrying.
I was gonna say.
I know. That's exactly what's going on.
You know what? I wholly consent to whatever you science as a storyteller. So like, do what you want. A pirate is free. But always check consent. By the way, in your own games, folks, always check consent for something like that, because no person wants that against their permission. I don't care as the storyteller Marshal though. So you have fun. Have fun. It'll be off camera. Miss Frida.
Oh.
In fact, I thought you two, when you wandered off earlier, I guess to talk strategy, that you two were
Well, I hadn't considered her in that light, but not untoward to it.
She's smart. And
She's scary smart.
like scary sometimes, sir.
Well, just
Plus, she's funny. Her stories about cows, that's really inventive. Also, sir,
blink,
sir,
blink.
if I may speak at you like the men folk would probably speak about this, you cannot deny that Miss Frida's got one heck of a caboose.
This is true.
You guys are bro bonding over here.
What is bisexual polyamory if not bro bonding with your partners?
Yeah, basically. That is a lot. You know what? Yeah, she's gonna hot. Yeah, maybe.
I'm literally wearing my bi pride shorts right now.
Oh.
Well, yeah, let's sit down and discuss this, the three of us, once, if
Assuming we survive, of
survive.
course.
Yeah, I think that's going to be our first endeavor.
I mean, if I die, then there ain't nothing to discuss. And if one of you die, I guess my choices are easier. And if you both die, I mean, besides the obvious disappointment from that, it's
No. The three of us are too pretty to die.
you know, men folk are supposed to pretend they don't know it. And she's gonna give you a kiss on the cheek. I'll let that one.
Catlett will snort.
I'll let that one slide, though, sir. And if you snort, she is going to kiss you on the cheek. You're to snort. She's going to take that out. Now, does Catlett have a beard in the picture? Like, he's got a mustache, doesn't he?
I think it's probably growing in a little bit in the time. we've
Okay,
kind of
so
been traveling.
she'll do the pinch. You know the pinch, and is going to give you a very bright, warm kiss on the lips.
Aw.
Like, it's gonna be a
That will
good
be
one. It's gonna be a tummy sinker, right? And when she pulls away from it, she's gonna like look down and say, "More of that if you survive, handsome." And is gonna get up and just go "Vroom," and just vanish like Batman, like
Catlett will
a
just
smoke
be standing
grenade.
there.
I am the night.
Catlett will just stand there blinking for a second, like, "Oh, screw this! I'm not gonna die."
So it's just. There, I'm back.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I turned. Oh, I turned off Mike by mistake. Mike's in the background watching him. All right. So, anybody else doing anything? Is Abby kissing anyone else tonight? Well, hi, Barney. Well, hi, Mr. Trenton.
Trey's like,
Wait, is Barney kissing Trenton? Is
Sharpen a
that
knife.
is it a different type of daddy relationship? We can make that happen.
What's wrong with you?
Mr. Skinner, I feel real good.
get some real broke back out here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. What am I doing? All right.
Good.
I would like to go speak to Ash.
All right. You want to go speak to Ash? Let me remind myself what he looks like and talks like. So
He's
almost
the
guessed. I've
guest
almost guessed
on-
Audrin done.
Yes.
Doesn't it hate to dun 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 dun? Wait, I'm loading my gun. All right, he's loading his gun by the fire.
Is anyone else around?
No, they're giving him a bit of space. He's been kind of bristly today.
Yeah, understandably, he did die. Ida will go over and sit down and also start cleaning her gun. What was Ash's last name again?
Lott. Ashley Lott. With 2 T's.
Mr. Ilott,
Ma'am?
you deserve an apology.
I don't think so.
On many fronts, I'm sure, but on this one in particular, as you may have now discovered, I was raised by a certain group of people that's main goal was often to end other people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
I was put on assignment to take out a gentleman who I found myself unable to complete my mission.
All right.
And then I left, which is why Violet is so excited to have me rejoin the fold. I left with him, but they got him nonetheless. And I am hesitant to partake in any further romantic potentials.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah.
my briskness towards you has come from that, and you did not deserve the cruelty that I have put upon you. Still, like, has been like looking directly at her gun the entire time, cleaning it.
So that's why you strung me and Arthur around.
Unfortunately, that was part of my training, and it is kind of the role I fall into somewhat too easily. And it was something I was asked to do originally, in a way, as you two were being a little headstrong towards each other. But you were both... You are a good man, and Arthur was a good man. And neither of you deserve that. If I could give him my apology, I would do so as well.
So why me? What did I deserve? Life and he didn't. You like me more? You need me more?
I felt the group needed you more. And if it meant getting everybody else out alive, including yourself, you were the one to better do that.
That's why I look like this now. Huh? It says 6'4" Ashley Lott, Captain Lott.
Perfect face. All right,
Perfect.
I forgot he got real hot.
Yeah, he's Captain Lott now. He got Chris Evans'd. And like before he was like, you know what honestly it looks like? It's like someone took the, like the drag expand tool in like an image creation program, loaded up a picture of James Marsden and was like, let's turn this into Henry Cavill.
There we go.
I just went whoop. Although I think they're the same height, but you get my point. Let's turn him into, I don't know, who's big and tall at the same time?
Whoever.
Someone big and
Henry
tall. The Mountain. I don't know. That works.
There you go. Oh, God.
I like him. Nice guy. All right. Well. And so what are you saying now?
I am trying to learn to be honest and not play into fantasies, which is what I was so long taught. So I will not say if we survive tomorrow, I would like to propose the possibility of moving forward together, but I do enjoy your company, as prickly as you were at the beginning. I would like to explore that possibility in the future if you are amenable to that.
I want to be angry with you. But damn it. My mama raised me to always be kind to those who were charitable toward others or toward us. You know, the golden rule. And be damned if I can't not be nice to the woman who saved my life.
Well, that is Frida. I don't have any...
Yeah, and you know what? I love that crowd like I love my aunts. But at the end of the day, you had to pull a trigger between two men, and I heard you do it. And I wasn't the one who died from it. So, my life was in your hands and you chose it. And I can't be angry with you for choosing to have me live. And I want to be angry on Arthur's behalf, but you don't cry much, do you?
Not allowed much as a little girl. Never got in the habit.
It's too bad. Little girls usually get a lot of practice.
Little boys give them opportunity to.
Yeah, that's true. Little boys that do it tend to get it beat out of them pretty quick. I know I did. I was quite a crybaby. How this gonna work if you end up going back with them?
Can I tell you a secret?
Take it to my grave.
I don't much intend to.
That's not much of a secret.
Well, as obvious as it may be, I need to at least play along with that until the end of this drive. I have negotiated that for myself, as I have already signed on to this endeavor, and I will see it through and hopefully be able to think my way out of it at some point. Mr. Trenton and Frida and Mr. Catlett all seem quite wily in their own ways, and I may ask you as well for your assistance if you would be amenable to that.
I'll do what I can.
Be much appreciated.
What are you doing with the rest of the night?
Well, our mine and Violet's work is done. It is hopefully doing what it needs to do. And nothing much after that.
Seems like I got some free time too. You want to come and talk things over some more? Or if you want to skip past the boring stuff. I wouldn't mind taking this new thing out for a test drive. He says, looking like his pecs are like they're like freaking like Christmas hams ripping the shirt open. Honestly, he could probably kill these gunfighters just by flexing the bullets. Or the buttons will just shoot off. Bing, 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 bing.
God damn it.
You did this, not me.
No, I did not. Frida did.
Frida did this, not me.
I will give Frida the credit and blame Frida, both in the
All
same
right,
breath.
sounds good.
It's fair. Oh God, I'm gonna have to get good at sewing, aren't I? Ugh. Never one was for it.
Well, you reap what you sow. You sow what you reap.
God, you're funny. I didn't think that.
I used to be real self-conscious about my cross eye, but now it's kind of straightened out. Also, my nose is fixed, which is kind of nice. I got kicked by a cow, and that just kind of... Was it a horse? It was a horse. Got kicked by a horse when I was a kid.
She's gonna kiss him?
And fade to black.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I had a hat for every time I have to fade to black. That's just great.
And-
That's just...
Also, I made through that almost entire thing without laughing, so...
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Okay, so you've got... on your side today, you've got Ashley, Ed Peck, you got Barney, Ollie, you got Clint, you've got Dawn, you've got Abby, you've got Luke, and you've got Ihane. 7, 8, 9, and I've got notes on Clint and Ashley that should they be the ones whose number comes up in the fight to die, that I do a reroll, and if it hits them twice, they die. They've got an extra health point because one of them's already dead and one of them's a super soldier. Okay. Okay, so I've got my reroll chart ready, which you can't see because it's cloaked. All right, makes me with Star Trek. I've been watching so much of the Orville recently. Oh man, such a good Star Trek show. All right, so with that, we are going to start getting ready to do the Battle of the Gulch. Does anybody want to take a quick bathroom break before we do it?
That would be lovely.
All right,
Yeah, I would not say no.
All right, so folks, we will be back in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Howdy, folks. Oh, we got to load our guns again.
Oh, gun loading.
Mhm.
Oh, gun loading. By the way, Amberth has bought everybody an extra Benny, so you should all be at +1.
Aw, Amberthist.
Amberthist is great. Like, for one, they send
Yeah.
like really sweet messages on Patreon, like nice supportive
Yeah.
ones. And they also like are they're running Wild Beyond the Witchlight too, so we chat a little bit about it, and it sounds like their game's
Nice.
going really well. They're okay. Amberthist has like really smart ideas about fights that happen in Wild Beyond the Witchlight that I was really jealous of when they were telling me. There was so the Scabbeth the Nightshade fight turned into an Ant-Man fight where like she kept shrinking
don't
and
do
like
spoilers because James is playing through it.
all right, so
Yeah, don't say too much.
so Ant-Man. Ants.
Amazing.
Ants. All right. James, you're coming in a little loud all of a sudden.
Oh, I think I spoke a little loud there. This is my normal speaking volume. Is this okay?
Still seem a little loud.
You're coming a little loud to me.
Yeah. Oh,
Did you
I'll
shuffle
it
through
a
I'm
little
still
bit.
being pinged as weird volume things on occasion.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
How about this? Is that better now?
I think so.
Yeah.
Hold on one sec. I will just go.
Yeah.
Is there a way to... There's no way to change any of this. I'm just going to finish eating this last bit of a granola bar. And
Very
then
fine.
we'll...
Nom nom nom.
Should we do some? Do you want me to throw out all of the people that we talk about
What do you mean?
while you're eating? So we are affiliates over with Bones Coffee. So
Wow.
if you're going to order Bones Coffee, which is amazing, incredible coffee, you should do so and get some of their cool mugs. And you get
Ooh.
10% off with Dork Tales, promo code Dork Tales. So go order some of that. It's incredible and delicious. And have you tried the cotton candy flavor yet?
Mhm.
And how was
I'm
it?
kinda into
They're not lying. It tastes like cotton candy. It is the weirdest thing, guys. They have some really amazing flavors. I
Yep.
gotta say, I'm gonna be 100% transparent because I don't like to ask people I don't want to trick anybody. I've spent a lot of time like doing editing this week and having like the fall of YouTube celebrities videos in the background. And what happens is they turn into douchebags. Like they turn into awful people and they care about money and having millions of dollars. Now, maybe one day if I have millions of dollars, I will turn into a douchebag too. Right now, I don't have that much money in my life, so I can still afford to be a good person. Bones Coffee, if you go with us, we get a portion and you get 10% off. If you find a better coupon, just use it. If you want to, if you have lots of money and want to support the channel and want to give us like a slight kickback, go to Bones Coffee, use our discount code. If you are going to buy a bunch of Bones Coffee and you've got the same amount of money and you'd rather join the Patreon with the difference in the discount, because it can be substantial. I found some discounts that are like 40% off on their site at times. Usually they're pretty rare, but when you find one of those, jump on it. Don't worry about us. We'll be fine. Get your coffee. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's really good coffee. Like and the other thing is that we do here is we don't put forward products that we wouldn't try. I'm actually using dice from Adventure Dice tonight, which is another one of our affiliates.
Show your love, James.
Oh yeah, you have one of those too. Nice. Yeah, Robin picked me up these dice as a present, and so far they're doing pretty well. The 6 is rolling 6s and 4s constantly, which I like.
Hell yes.
So they're a Canadian place. Their shipping has changed slightly, so it is free in Canada on all orders over $100 because gas is
insane.
Damn near $9 a gallon up here right now if you're American, and if you're Canadian, it's $1.35 right now per liter.
$2.35 per liter.
Oh, pardon me, $2.35.
Yeah.
It is. See, I moved up to Canada from the Midwest, right? And I remember when I moved up, it was $1.17 a gallon in Missouri. And I moved up here and it was like, I don't know, like $1.01 or something. I wasn't paying attention to gas for the first few years. Because I didn't bring my car up. But I was looking at that and I'm like, it is literally twice as expensive today for a liter than it was for a gallon 15 years ago or something like that. It was just
Oh yeah, I remember getting gas and being like, "Oh heck yeah, it's only 50 cents a liter," like getting excited because that's what it dropped to, because it was normally like 60 or 70. Wow. Yeah.
Honestly, during the end times in 2020, when it dropped below $1, was like,
yeah, I know, it's wild.
Why? I like this. It was kind of nice. But the rest of the stuff wasn't nice. We're not saying that the pandemic was nice. It was good for internet streamers. I will say that was true. There's been a boom. There was a boom. There were like people needed to watch stuff. They got through Netflix and they're like, well, Netflix is over, and then Disney Plus came out and there was like, they're okay. The Mandalorian. So, has anybody started watching Ms. Marvel?
No, it's on my list. I need to. I just finished Moon Knight, and so then I got to watch Ms. Marvel.
Has anybody been watching Kenobi?
No.
Yes.
All right, no spoilers, obviously, but there is an actress in it who there are a couple of actresses in it who are just phenomenal. Actually, you know what? Most of the actors in that show are phenomenal. It's really solid. The tone's a little. Are you up to date, James? I'm still on episode 3.
I'm on episode 2, I think.
Okay, I was gonna say episode 2's tone is a little weird. It comes back in 3. It kind of levels out again.
Okay. Because I was like, it's pretty good.
It feels good to watch, Ewan McGregor do his thing again. Because I love Ewan McGregor. Big Fish is one of my favorite movies.
It's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Apparently someone deep faked it to put in Alec Guinness in several of the scenes, which is pretty cool.
I mean, they look pretty close. His hair just has to go white.
All right, I need everybody to refresh your bennies. I've refreshed everybody, so that should work as of now. So even Mike, sorry, dude. Well, and there we go. Mine loaded finally. I turn them down and then back up again. Yeah, okay. I've got Mike. Mike, yours is tracking now. James? All right, yours is tracking now.
Yep.
All right, so
okay.
All right, so everybody's good to go. Those are going to be really handy coming up. Yeah, Kenobi doesn't always feel like it has stakes. Sort of like episode 3 kind of does. I haven't watched 4. Is 4 out? 4's out, right? I feel like 4's out. Oh yeah, 4's out. I'm watching it tonight.
Star Wars, and then we'll do a better Star Wars show than anything before.
You know what? You're talking about on this channel?
Yeah.
I will run so I'm really torn right now, folks. I've got a number of games I want to run when I have more free time. We're gonna start doing more of like an episodic model for pickup games so that I don't have to commit to like a 10-month project. So James, pick up another point of determination from Robin.
Thanks, Robin.
Oh my. Oh, thanks.
So
I got to jump in here for a second and say that I've been like super enjoying the latest season of The Boys, and I'm really happy that I got to be in the Aberrant game because it's really given me the vibes of that game.
Nice.
So if you haven't seen it, go see it.
Ida, you had another bullet?
Thank you, Robin.
I was finding it a little slow, but because I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Oh no, like episode 4 is just chef's kiss. It's
Is
like,
it? Okay.
I don't know how it can get better.
Also, I want to say that the Orville season 3 just dropped on Disney Plus. So for those of you, who here has watched the Orville?
I watched half of the first season.
Oh, dude, you got to keep
I've
going.
watched
to
a
be
little bit.
wildly uncultured. I've seen none of these shows.
Okay, so Millie, the Orville is Seth MacFarlane, like Family Guy, but it's his version of Star Trek. It is straight up homage, and the first half of season 1 is a little rocky. They're finding their footing. By the time you're in season 2, it's one of the best Star Trek shows ever.
I think they started out, it's like, hey, we're going to do like a Star Trek satire. And then they realized, wait, we could do Star Trek better than Star Trek could do Star Trek. So let's do that.
I think it took him a while to wrestle executive control. And I've been forcing Robin to watch it now because she's a big Trekkie. And we are getting to... Actually, none of you know what I'm talking about, so never mind. There's some stuff in season 2 where it basically goes from being like, oh, this is kind of a lighthearted Star Trek show, to being like, oh shit, this is that season of Star Trek Next Gen. Like it gets dark and good, and I'm so excited. They handle great content, but so I'm really torn between like Star Wars, more Star Trek. So I'm really torn on that.
Why not both?
Because the people also want me to run Doctor Who.
Hours in the day.
Can't we just make a crossover game where all these things meet? I mean, like...
I don't want to do the mechanic writing for that. That's merging Fantasy Flight and Modifius. That's too much work. That is work, my friend. That's too much work.
Have you considered just redoing everything in Apocalypse World for shits and giggles?
I was just thinking that.
Yep.
Apocalypse World does there's a really good Star Wars hack for Apocalypse World that we ran for, I ran that for streaming for Survivors a while back, if I remember correctly. What game system would we use? I would use Fantasy Flight because it's a really good engine and they do the Force right, which is really hard. If you have Jedi, you got to use an engine that does Force well. But if you're just doing like a Mandalorian thing, you can use anything. Like you could use Deadlands for it. It's a space western. I would probably use...
Should we go shoot things?
What's that?
Should we go shoot things?
Right now? I think it's about time.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. There were people in the chat. I don't... See, I need Ping to program a pop-up because right now
Bryn said they had one. She just needs to send you the link to
the secret code.
Yes. Send her a message.
I love that our streaming software has cheat codes.
Yes.
Up,
All right,
down,
so-
left, right, A, B, A, C.
Yep.
AC? ACDC?
I don't
Shoot the
remember.
things.
All
Bisexual
right.
finger guns.
Bisexual finger guns? Aren't...
That's I shared my very bisexual outfit the other day because Heron Gone in 60 Seconds, which is the greatest name in all time, showed their
Nicholas
Pride
Uncaged.
shirt. Exactly, showed their Pride shirt, which was amazing. And so they said the only thing I was missing was bisexual finger guns, and so now I gotta do them as much in here as I can.
Final note while I'm remembering it right now, I have contacted the chibi artist and have asked them whether or not they have free time because I know you want to get a Jevik. So,
Yes.
and then
Yep.
finally, let me just spam this image of myself running games in the chat. There we
It's
go.
very good.
It's so good. It's so good.
All right, let's get you making that face.
All right, let's make me make faces, everybody. Ugh. Oh yeah, James, but I'm on a low carb diet, dude. So my bread and butter it's just the butter. It's just butter.
Solid butter.
Honestly, that's basically what a fat bomb is. It's butter and coconut oil, and it's somehow good for you. So the human body, it's weird and has a bunch of weird buttons in it. Oops, all butter. All right, so folks, we're gonna head back into game right now. Thank you so much for rooting, tooting, shooting, and all of those things. And the last thing I was gonna say as we were transitioning over was Chibi Artist, guns, hootenanny. All right, get that music going, y'all. Welcome back to Deadlands Blood Drive. Here one more time on Dork Tales. Well, the time has come. Darkness is spread across the land, and it is time once again for good to battle evil. Gault's outlaws have been a plague on this part of the American frontier for months now. He's taking money, people, and things that polite company might not feel comfortable sharing. Now it's time to give back in the form of hot lead. You set your plans in motion that morning. And before things begin, there is a brief calm. You snuck there in the night, moving as quietly as you could. Ihane has asked Trenton to help him take care of the men up on top of the Gulch. He approached you early in the morning, saying that your knife work will be much quieter than any gun. You take the one on the left side. I will take the one on the right. Understood? Wait for my signal. And don't let them scream. Sneaking up. Now, the way that I'm seeing this is that you got a whole bunch of gunmen. Are you trying to do the stampede?
How?
You know what? With dynamite, you might not need to try. I just realized.
Has there been any activity of like panic within the camp?
Within their camp?
Yeah.
You have not been close enough to really tell, unfortunately.
Okay, fair.
Because this is in a 30+ foot, basically a canyon, right? It's a box canyon. They call it a gulch.
Yeah.
The Battle of Gulch. It's not a gulch. It's a canyon. I keep saying that, but I keep messing it up because it's in the name of the episode and the chapter of the book. So you have no way of knowing until you get there. But soon, you will. So the way I see it is you're going to kill the scouts, and then a creepy bird is going to drop dynamite. Now, how are you dropping dynamite so that you don't kill all your friends?
I think probably I'll probably get the thing to hold a couple of charges. They'll all be lit, so when it runs out of time, it just runs out of time. But I was thinking you're probably dropping one at the opposite end of the canyon, so that all the cattle will come running out of the gulch.
Okay.
And like drop it on the wall. So
yeah, so that they might take some shrapnel damage, but nothing that probably will kill them.
Yeah.
The worst you'll do to your friends is maim them. Like mild maiming.
And then I'm gonna be looking for if I see like groups of bad guys, I might drop on them.
Now, do you have visual control while you're doing this?
That's one thing that we might need to check because you've got the core there. What
Yeah,
I'm doing
did
is
you
I'm
get the
summoning-
PDF I
I know
sent
I
you?
can see through the census. I've got the PDF for the Deadlands core, but this is actually sorry.
Oh,
This is actually.
I didn't see you
Savage
asking
Worlds
for
core.
the companion.
What's the name of the ability?
Yeah, sorry. It is it's Crawdad, buddy. Let's get I got it. Summon ally, the lesser version of that one. I'm capable
here.
of the lesser or the bodyguard version. But this would be the lesser version, and I can give it wings. So it's like a smaller crawdad with like.
So what
Flappy,
part of the
flappy.
book is this
Oh,
in?
blood
similar
and
to zombie. If you're using like the mind rider modifier on it for like a raise, you can communicate and sense through the ally, and I would assume that's all senses.
Metal mages.
It's written exactly the same as with the zombie.
What page is it on?
169.
Oh, that's in the core book?
No, it's in Savage Worlds, not in Deadlands.
Oh, okay. That core book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you were looking
So
for the
many core
Deadlands
books.
book. I was like, I sent you a copy of that.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I meant by Savage Worlds core.
Oh, did you?
I needed the other one for my spell list because Tuxters are weird.
Mhm.
Okay. You said 169. Nice.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, Mind Rider is a +1. So you have a raise. +1. Is that spending an extra point, or is that getting a raise? That's a extra point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it's next. Yeah, you're right. It's extra points.
Okay. So. Yeah. So if you can control it, you can aim it.
Yep.
So, and you can control how many of these at a time.
Oh, I think it's just going to be one.
Oh, but you can hold 2 charges, 1 in each claw. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a little mini human thing, so we could just like tuck them under an arm too, right? Like, and just like pull them out. But they're all going to be lit beforehand, right? Like, so it's burning fuse.
All right.
So
we're going to do this in order, and then we're going to get into battle o'clock. Okay. Let's see how this goes, and let's see who dies. I've got good odds on you, but Chef has given me permission to be absolutely brutal. So let's do this.
We're
All right.
cooking up some shenanigans.
Delicious shenanigans. All right. So go ahead and do your casting for that, James.
okay. Come on.
And I don't think
I got an 8.
an 8. Okay, so that'll be just enough to do it. No worries there. Casting that, you are going to create this terrible little homunculus thing and send it up into the sky to do this. While this is happening, I would like Trenton to make me a sneak roll. Let's do some stealth between you and Ihane. So that is a D8 for him. Okay, that is not a success on Ihane, but I have something good happens. Okay, and that will be a success. All right, cool.
I got an 11, so that's 1 and 2 raises. Oh wait, 1 and 8. 1 and 1 raise.
All right. Chef has asked how much to donate to top you off with bennies. I said whatever works. So like, whatever, Chef. I'll assume. I'll let your conscience be your guide. Top yourselves off with bennies, folks. Whatever, like $1, man. I don't care. You're awesome. If it was anybody else.
For anyone watching, if you saw my bennies go down and then up again, I put it down because I realized when I refreshed, I forgot to remove the one that I used in my spell casting. So, just to keep myself honest.
All right, so sneaking up. You're going to be able to come up behind these guys, and why don't you go ahead and give me a shank roll. That is going to be a fighting roll. You're going to do it at a +2 because they don't see this coming. And fighting. at all my other dice. Let's try that again. Okay, that's one success, which is literally all you need with these guys.
Oh, I got it on 11.
Sounds
So,
good.
one
All
and
right,
one
that
raise.
worked that time. I don't know. With an 11, how do you kill this man?
Probably clamp one hand over his mouth from behind and then bring the other one up through the bottom of his chin and pin it into his brain.
Yep, that's going to be basically, Yahane's going to do the opposite. He's going to reach up, grab the man, cup his mouth, and is just going to plunge the knife right into the windpipe, because you can't speak through a half-inch of steel. And with that, the blood is going to burble down. From, like, the cross-the-box canyon, about another, like, probably about 50 feet from each other, he's just going to give you, like, that nod, and, like, drag the man down behind some rocks. And at that point, James, you are going to be flying with that dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite. Let's find out if that is how this works. So, boom goes the dynamite. Let's look up explosions real quick. As you're dropping those, if you're controlling them, you can just do it. It's not going to be that hard. What I would like the creature to do, though, do you have stats for them?
It's included with that spell.
Okay. So if that's on page 169. So as you are looking at that, they have. So this is which version is this? Mirror Self, Sentinel, Bodyguard, Attendant?
No, it's the lowest. It's the lowest one.
Okay, Attendant.
Yeah.
So I want you to roll me a stealth roll.
All right.
And because you're mind writing, I think they still, I don't think they get a wildcard dice, actually.
Okay. So a D.
Add a +1 because it's still dawn. And these guys are pretty small.
Okay. That is 8 still.
8,
I got
so
lucky.
2 raises.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Oh,
roll.
pardon me. 6 because of. No, wait. It's trained in stealth? I don't know.
It
8
has
on the
it is
die.
D6.
Okay, so there it is. Okay.
Okay, and I'm just gonna roll a notice for the camp at a -2. Oh. Okay, what'd you roll? Total of what?
8.
Okay, would you like me to spend a Benny to re-roll my notice?
Sure. Yeah. Let's
Okay,
do it.
good, because I rolled an 11, so
Wow,
with a
nice.
-2,
Okay.
with a -2.
Wow.
Yeah, these 6s are good. Robin, thanks for the dice. Okay, so you are going to go to sneak in and drop that along the back fence or the back wall of this, and as you do, you'll double back to try to drop it kind of near the men. As you're looking down, what you are seeing is that there is a little bit of commotion. You're gonna hear some shouting. Get out of here! Get out of my tent! I don't want to see anybody! And a man being thrown out of one of the lead tents.
Okay.
Now, of course, you can't see where any of the men are tied up. So there are several tents inside of this corral. I'd say the raider campsite probably has about 10 tents
Okay.
pushed around, with one of them being a bit nicer than the others, probably Gault's tent.
Okay. But I'm assuming that if everything's going on and Gault is making a scene, that the men are his actual men are actually gathered around somewhere, right?
They're kind of milling around doing their own thing. It looks like he threw one of his sidekicks out of his tent where they were approaching.
Okay. Do I see anything that's like I don't know, like a place where they're working on their weapons or anything like that? Like
Make
rifle
me a
stouts
notice
or-
roll.
Yeah.
So
let's
you're
do
gonna
it.
use the critter's notice though, because you're using
Okay.
its eyes.
Yep, that's fair.
So that is going to be, keep going back for 169. That is going to be a D4.
Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be D4.
I rolled a 1, so I don't think I can re-roll that because I don't get a.
I mean, you know what? You roll your wildcard dice too on this. That feels weird not to have you do that.
Okay.
Like, it just kind of does.
So I got a 5. So that's 1.
Got 5? Okay, so glancing down, you can see that basically the opposite side of the camp, there are quite a few who are doing tasks and things. Some of them are checking weapons, doing general stuff like that.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is probably come. I just want to terrify the hell out of them and get them all looking in the different directions.
Okay.
This thing's going to come flying down. I'm not even gonna drop it. I'm just gonna land on this guy.
Okay, on just one of the guys.
Come down, like land right on his back. Just goes, "Whee!" And then.
So near where they're doing their weapons and stuff.
Yep.
Okay,
just
so
land
just
the biggest cluster of them that I can. Land on some guy's back, and then.
All right, things are about to begin as I check explosion rules. That's exploration rules. That's slightly different usually. Frida, do you remember where the explosions are?
I think that there's like tile size stuff in the Savage Worlds core. I think Dynamite just tells you the size it is in the Deadlands core. Let me
I'm
take
just
a
gonna
look.
check Deadlands real quick for that. Deadlands, steam gun, water vehicles, miscellaneous, elixirs, explosives. Dynamite has a 1 in 4 chance of exploding if it takes d6 or more points of damage. Dynamite uses athletics. Okay.
Oh, it has a range chart. It's because this is only 1 or 2 sticks, right?
Yeah, so this is one stick
yeah.
is 2d6, 1 to 2. Yeah, so that's 4, 8, 16. And just double checking the way that explosives work.
And then I guess MBT is that medium blast template.
Yeah, so
But I feel like the range chart probably covers it, really.
probably. Let me just check blast
Sorry,
templates.
folks, it seemed like picked a complicated weapon system.
Nah, that's the best one.
Blast templates 97. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, you only got to do it this last time. Then it gets easy. Okay, so templates without miniatures. Hey, there we go. So it is a medium template, so that means it affects up to 3 targets. So area effect attacks. Target a location rather than an individual, so ignore defensive bonuses for specific targets. Yep, that makes sense. To attack with a blast template, the player places the template on the tabletop. If attack fails, there's a chance it might deviate and hit someone else. I mean, there's a chance that they could shoot. Nah.
I'm not even throwing it. I'm literally just going, hi, and then just exploding.
So they don't. So cover and obstacles, solid obstacles like trees or brick walls protect against attacks. So what I'll say is, if they get a raise on a dodge roll, they might not take damage because you've got enough. Like it's gonna land. What the fuck? They're gonna yell as this creepy little humanoid holding a stick of burning dynamite's gonna land. That might give them a
crawdad human.
Yeah, that might give them a second to lead time. So let me just do I guess that would be probably an athletics check to get out of there. They've got a D6.
Go for that. All
right, number 1. You basically dropped it in this guy's shoe because he rolled a 1. Apparently you dropped it in 2 shoes because the next guy rolled a 1. And the next guy got a 5. So I will spend one of my many bennies to re-roll that and see if I get on better. Oh. Okay, 1 guy did manage to escape thanks to that Benny. Okay, but 2 guys are incinerated somehow as suddenly you're going to hear an explosion. And who wants to say the line? I feel like someone needs to say that's our cue, but...
Yippee-ki-yay?
No, Robin's not here.
Oh, that's right.
I feel like it's Cutlass line.
All right. So that is going to happen there. Let me just roll for the Stampede. Sorry, I've got like 5 books open. All right, Stampede. Might try stampeding the cattle. Okay. By circling around the camp, they can drop to the eastern end of the canyon and approach the herd from behind. Cutting the rope fence unnoticed requires a stealth roll, but surprise isn't necessarily one that cows isn't necessary once the cows start stampeding. So the cows are going to start freaking out and start stampeding toward the rope corral to try to get away from this explosion. Ihane and Trenton, you are the closest to this part of the canyon where this can be cut. You have to get down a 30-foot slope to be able to cut this. Or you could try to throw your knife with great difficulty. What do you do?
Can I shoot it?
You may try. So it is a
It's gonna give my position away, but I'm assuming in the middle of a stampede, that's kind of immaterial.
All right, so I want you to do me a favor. Go ahead and make me an aim roll. This is going to be a shoot and roll, and this thing is real small. It's going to be a -3.
So 7.
With a -3?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I'm
Okay.
rolling 12-sided dice here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so lining up your shot. I should have done -4. It was -4 just to be persnickety. So lining up, you're going to fire, and after that explosion, there's going to be this shot as your gun rips into the rope corral and unleashes the cattle. Let's see. Starts going right through the Raiders' camp. The stampede lasts for 10 rounds and devastates the ill-disciplined rustlers. So let's see what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to mass combat at this point rules. So switching to the overview, the way that we have it right now is we are going to have a dice pool. I need to know who is leading the assault.
What does that give us?
So someone needs to make an intelligence plus a battle roll.
Ooh, not me.
So, or an intelligence battle
guess-
roll.
Smarts battle?
Smarts battle, yeah. Perfect.
If no one else, then I guess that's probably me.
I was gonna say it's either you or Frida. I would assume has the highest smarts.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
none of us
guess
have
Frida's a
battle,
lot
right?
more.
She's got a
So-
D10 on smarts.
well, I guess that, but if you don't have the skill, you don't roll your smarts. You roll a D4,
Right.
but you can roll
Yeah.
a D4 and a D6. So I need to know who is taking charge in this battle, because the way that this is going to work. So allow me just to outline this before you make your decision. Okay. You want to pick the luckiest player first of all. So mass battles are going to work as follows. You've got a hell of an advantage going into this. To start, the way that this works is at the start of each round, players discuss and decide their battle plan. Next comes the opposed battle rolls. So they have their battle modifiers based on force size. They have the advantage. Then based on tactical advantage, they had an advantage that has now gone away. Okay, now you have an advantage. So that has canceled theirs, and I'm going to give you guys a +3 on this roll. It means a lot more than it sounds like it does. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, battle plan. If you have a particularly effective battle plan, I'm giving you the tactical advantage because of the canyon and the stampede, but I will give you an additional +1 for the plan, which basically means that between these two things, you have evened your force sizes, despite the fact they have almost twice as many people as you.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So the way this works is the winner of the opposed roll will check a battle result to see how badly things have happened. Okay? However, there is also a way to affect the battle on top of that. Before the rolls, you can choose to dramatically affect the results of a battle. Before the commander makes the battle roll, each player who wants to enter the fray describes what you're doing and makes a support roll with whatever skill you feel is the most appropriate. Don't forget, their champions can do the same thing. Okay? Success gives the commander +1 to the battle roll, but you're going to suffer fatigue from bumps and bruises. Okay? So you will start getting basically exhausted because like it is a war.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna double check bumps and bruises to make sure how that functions in this case. I think it's just as normal. Bumps and bruises, bumps and bruises, bumps and bruises. Bumps and
I think that's how they described fatigue before. It's like that's the kind of damage you take in a fist fight too. It can be like exhaustion or getting punched, right?
I'm just making sure there's like for when the gunfight comes that there's no dramatic.
Well, I definitely think I have a really good support role because I've got a D20 on shooting.
Okay, so bumps and bruises. The way that that would affect you is fatigue levels for bumps and bruises improves after 24 hours. Moving through injurious terrain, make an athletics roll. Yep. So basically, it just counts as fatigue then. Okay, cool. So you will take essentially like higher and higher penalties on all your actions. Okay. With a raise, you emerge unharmed. You may choose to use the result rolled or give your commander usual +2 on a battle effects charge. So basically, like Army of One is one of them where you basically become a Chow Yun Fat character. And like our legendary, there are others where you're just like leading a charge and saying, "Come on, men, let's take the flag," you know, type of thing. And there's like Valor and Slaughter where you're just like Sergeant Slaughter. Failure means that you take a wound, and the game master and players should work together to describe each player's glorious scenes of bravery. So we're gonna do that, and at the end of each round, there's also a morale check. So now that you all know the thing, we are going to take a look at this. Okay, so first of all, who is entering the fray directly? Okay, everybody. Trenton, are you going to enter the fray?
Well, can you enter from... You're muted. Can you enter from, like, above, like where he is?
Yeah, you could... This is basically... the way that the game says is that a battle like this, a round is actually, like, an hour or two of fighting. So
okay.
I'm going to sum this down to about a 10-minute round because a 10-minute long gunfight, I don't want to roll dice for 45 people. So we're using this because it just then we kill a bunch of the extras and then we get to the big gunfights at the end of it. So you guys are going to be like fighting through the extras on the way to an actual gunfight with like the big like 10 guys in the middle. Okay?
Got it.
So I'm assuming that you're trying to make your way to the center. Yeah.
I'm kind of assuming that I'm kind of using the stampede as kind of the clear out everything in front of me, so I'll follow up behind it. Do I have my horse?
Yeah. Well, no, I guess not on the canyon roof. You probably have it like tied up down nearby.
Yeah, I'm probably better off going and grabbing my horse then, and then following up the herd, probably prompting the herd to keep going forward.
Okay, so you're gonna just. But the thing is, you can help the battle by rolling to guide the herd.
Yeah, that's essentially what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so we're gonna go through the list, and we're gonna do all your rolls first. At the end of it, you tell me who the commander is. You can designate that it's like Abby if you really want it to be. Okay, you can designate an NPC. I don't care. Like honestly, Javier the chef would probably be the best choice, but he's tied up. Okay.
Fair.
So
okay, so the battle master doesn't have to sit out on the
battle master does not have to sit out. No.
Cool. Okay. Sounds good.
Every player. So the commander is just basically you can lead from the front.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to go through in a circle. So starting off with Trenton. Trenton, I need you to make me either a Raiden or a what was the other one we always use for this? It was Raiden or was it Rope and Raiden and.
Well, I mean, I've got my Edge of Born in the Saddle, which gives me
you're roboting again.
To do with horse.
Full robot that time.
Weird.
Yeah, I think it might just be. Is your fan on like strafe?
No, that sounds digital. That's either a bandwidth issue or like an audio buffer issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a wire issue. Your cat's been attacking.
Oh god, don't have a rabbit. So you get
that would probably be all or nothing.
No. So you have a +2 on anything that happens in the saddle, right? So
I get a reroll and I get +2 to my horse's pace.
Okay, that sounds good. So you'll be able to grab your horse, ride it in, start. Make me an intimidation or a riding roll with that bonus, or with that effect.
I'm not gonna re-roll that. I have an 8, so 1 and 1 raise.
Oh yeah, it's a bandwidth thing because you just sped up. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so
it's definitely something strange happening.
but that's
We can
okay.
understand you at least.
Yeah, it's not always happening. It's just like you were clear, and then you went. I'm gonna do the one race, like super quick, but it's fine.
Well,
Now it's fine.
somebody else in my place might be doing something else, so
Rude.
Tell Kel to stop downloading all of the
cooking books.
Yeah, there you go.
cooking
Cooking
books. I was trying to think of something that wasn't porn as a joke. I was like, I mean, maybe I'm not gonna tell Kel what she can download. I think it's unlikely by comparison to cooking books. But,
Much higher likelihood.
but I don't know her as well as everybody else. That's off camera. Okay, so you got a raise in there. So what that means is that you are going to, so you may choose to give your commander a +2 bonus, or you can roll on the battle effects table.
Well, the battle effects table sounds amazing.
2d6, do it.
2d6, and that would be a 9.
9. So Valor, your support adds +2 to the commander's battle roll as usual, but you are known for you are shown to be particularly valorous. And I think riding at the point of a cattle stampede into oncoming gunfight is pretty amazing. Okay, so okay, next we're just gonna go in a circle. Ida, what are you doing?
I'm essentially at the edge of the canyon where people are presumably the stampede is going to be pushing people.
Yeah.
And I'm going to peck people off as they come through. So I'd like to make a shooting roll.
Make me shooting rolls.
Come on, nat 20.
Do you have a D20?
Oh, it was.
What? Do you have a
I just
D20?
had a 20 explode.
Wait, do you have a 20 in shooting?
Oh
I
lordy!
bumped my shoot to 20.
Wait, can you?
You can't get a
Can-
20 in this
wait.
system.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
you
12's the
can.
highest, isn't it?
12's the highest,
Since when?
since always.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the highest. It's the highest on the chart.
Yeah,
Oh.
Is
there is
there?
nothing higher on the chart.
Is there a
Well,
chart?
then I wasted a lot of points. Well, I'll roll my 12 then. Never mind.
You roll the 12. If it's a 1, re-roll it though. I don't want to see that.
As a 2. So I'll use a Benny to
Just
reroll.
use a Benny to re-roll it. Do it.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, Krista.
that's okay.
It's the problem with
Um,
not having physical copies that you can actually read in person. It's harder to find
It's
stuff.
a S9, so it'll be 1 and a raise.
Okay, 1 in a race. That'll still be good. Still good. Do you want to roll on the battle effects chart? 2d6.
No, I'll just give the +2.
Okay. That's now a +4. So going through, firing your guns. You're shooting your guns. All right. So down to Millie.
Hello. I think that Frida is going to do pure mad science approach and go basically full mad scientist on this and start blasting people with bolts of lightning after teleporting herself right into point blank range.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Oh, sorry, there's one more section I needed to let you guys know about. It's important to track each round. A hero enters the fray and uses shooting or arcane abilities. You spend some of your ammunition or power points. Arcane types use 3d6 power points each round of battle, regardless of what you do.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
Ow.
Okay.
And then
Oh, one of those is a 6. Okay, noted.
characters with ranged weapons fire their weapon standard rate of fire 2d6 times. So you'll be down 2d6 bullets if you used your guns.
Okay, note to self, probably use the gun next.
Okay, so but you
poor
might tap yourself
PowerPoint.
out completely with this first round. So
Not quite, but
okay, I
she's
want-
only got a few left.
make me a weird science roll.
I'm gonna throw bennies at this if I need to. Wait,
might
that's
as
not my
well.
dice for weird
You might as
science.
well.
D10. Do. Well, I rolled success and no raises. I have a total of 7.
Total 7. Do you want to spend a Benny?
Sure. See if I can get better than that. I rolled a total of 7.
Total of 7. No, you want to spend a Benny?
Sure. Hey, there's the 10.
Okay.
All right, so success and 2 raises.
And you're rolling your d6 every time as well, right?
Yes, although I keep rolling a d4 instead by accident. It's never been a 4 anyways.
I mean, it's never been a 6 for sure then.
That's very true as well.
Okay. All right. So, would you like to roll on the combat table, or would you like to roll on the other table? Or pardon me, just
I
take
feel
the
like the
plus 2.
responsible answer is to do the plus
Cool, so
2.
it's
I would like
2d6.
I would prefer to roll on the table.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah. I rolled a 6.
Okay, rolling a 6. That is also going to be valorous. You are going to add a plus 2, so you did the responsible choice after all. Pew, 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 pew.
Accidental responsibility.
Accidental responsibility. Okay, so Ida is rushing in, is like stepping into the camp, like blasting folks at the entrance, just like bullets ripping through faces, ears flying into the sky. Frida, you're gonna burrow through, explode up, or did you take teleport?
I think she's teleporting in a bolt of lightning and then just unleashing it around her wherever she appears.
All right, a bolt of lightning, a rolling thunder carries you in, and ooh, you know what? I'm gonna put this in the background. I got gunfight song music playing. Okay, the gunfight is gonna start ripping across. You are going to you're just blasting people. Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, hopefully mostly people, but it is electricity, so it will probably blast everything near her.
Okay, that sounds fantastic. And what are you doing, my friend Thomas?
All right, so Thomas is probably going to be trying to kind of lead the charge into like he's going to be going like from cover to cover, while his one of his crawdad creatures is basically like loping beside him and throwing itself into whatever cover or like.
How many of those did you? Oh, so you're just gonna summon a new one, I guess.
Yeah, I just summoned a new one. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was like, how many of those guys you got?
A chunk. Well, I'm just doing spending power points like by this mechanic now, so it's like whatever we want to do. And then laying waste with his shotgun and well, actually probably mostly his like kind of blood bolts, I guess. Just trying to like scare the hell out of everyone.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, let's do a casting. Arcane. Not bad. That's 8.
Okay, so that is gonna be a raise. All right, you want to roll on the chart?
Sure. What's the chart again?
2d6. Okay, and let's see. Mills, your bennies aren't updating apparently, so boop boop. Okay, I just reinitialized it.
And I got an 8 on the chart.
An 8 on the chart. Once again, Valor. Okay, god damn. Okay, so now we cut to also subtract 3d6 power points, please.
Yep.
Okay, so Mr. Ilott, thanks to Frida and Ida. Oh, where did his sheet go? I had his weird buff stats around here somewhere. That is gonna be okay. Was dying is fine. I said that he has gone up to like a D10 in shooting and fighting. So I guess he's gonna rush up beside Ida and just start like hitting people, like shoot, hit, punch. He's a wild card now, so here we go. Okay, that is holy shit. Okay, that's a 12 on his fight and roll. And that means that you know what? He's gonna roll 2d6 because I want to see what happens. You know what? He's just a joke NPC. I'm not gonna do that. He might get the super awesome one. That's for you guys. But I will say he hit someone in the face who does one of these. Because Wilhelm screams are my favorite. Okay. All right. So, and then, who else do you have on your team that technically is a superhero? You know what? Barney is gonna try his luck. Damn it! Ranch hand with shooting. What's his shooting? His shooting's a D6. Let's do it, Barney. That's a 3, Barney. That was a 3. I think someone else paid for something good happens. I'll re-roll that, and now you're out of those. And I'm gonna re-roll that. Oh, that actually was a 6 when it cocked. All right. So you got a 4. All right. I will roll for him. He is valorous as well. So that kid is being surprisingly brave. Now it's time to roll for their... Oh, sorry. Pardon me. I have to roll for Violet as well. As you are fighting through this, some of the gunfighters are coming at you. One of them is going to creep up beside Ida while she is busy pinning down some others, and Ashley is otherwise bludgeoning people with bits of rock that he's ripping out of the ground. And one gunman's going to raise a gun about 10 feet away from Ida's face, and then suddenly there's going to be a whip crack, and his arm's going to probably fall off. Let's find out. Because witches don't have to follow whip rules, and I love them. They're the best. Okay. Let me just cut to... God damn, I have a lot of books open. Okay, that is with fighting and a whip. Oh, damn, these guys are good. Why'd you leave? Okay, that is going to be 1 success, not 2 successes. But it is going to, like... She's going to whip this guy's arm straight off, though. It's just going to go like a New Hope. Okay, so that is it for all of your specials. Clint is just going to stay back and shoot normally. But that means that Ashley is at a -1. And, oh yeah, I guess Violet's on this list too. Okay, Violet is at a -1. And everyone who did not get a raise, all of you got raises. Barney is not at a -1. And, oh, actually, Ashley got a raise. What am I saying? So, so only Violet is taking some bumps and bruises. The bullets are whipping around. There's some thunder rolling overhead. And who is going to be the commander of this attack? So who is shouting orders and that?
I'll do it if no one else does.
It's if it's not you, if none of the players do
you're
it.
the only one that's not like in the fray.
It's either going to be you or Abigail, Catlett.
All right,
I
it's gonna
feel
be
like
me.
you're in the right
Do it.
position for it.
Go for it.
Cool.
All right,
I'm doing
all
it.
right, all right, Catlett, do it. So here's the way this is going to work. You are going to roll a, and let me just double check this. You've all these circumstances, battle results, force tokens equal to size strength to commanders use their battle skill each turn. Winner reduces the size of his force. Cool. So force size. Okay. So this is ridiculous. So you will see that Gault is going to join the fight at the back. He's like draped in this this very ill-fitting blanket that he's wrapped around himself. He is clammy and patchy. His skin is a grayish green, and these mottled just patches across his flesh. And actually, you know what, real quick, I'm just going to say that his men are going to do some cool shit too. And he is going to roll, he's not going to roll. He's going to guide them and do stuff like that. He's not going to risk himself yet. Some of his men are going to wade into battle, start shooting and killing. And with that is going to be, we're going to do a battle roll. I'm just trying to make sure this battle makes sense. So battle rolls by the rival combatants. Okay, that's the battle plan. This adds to the roll. Okay, so James, you are rolling a D4 -2 plus 8.
So a D4 plus 6.
A D4 plus
And
6
a
total.
D6.
And a D6 because
Oh, yeah.
because you
Wild
are
card.
a wild card. And don't tell me what you roll until we compare, until you're done. And then he gets a +2 on this because of his command skill, or his command edge. Riding,
Can
shooting.
we use Benny's to reroll?
You can use Benny's to have Thomas reroll, yeah.
Okay. Thomas, you good, or do you need a reroll?
I think I might do a reroll on that one.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's 4 plus. Okay, and he is at. You know what? I just took it off yours, so actually it would just be plus that. Okay, I'm gonna spend to reroll. Okay, I'm gonna spend another to reroll. I have bennies that are not listed, so give me a sec. Okay. Cool. There we go. All right, so I know what I have now, and I am down to the bennies that are on the screen. I have burned through all of the others. Okay. Did you get a 5 or higher?
Yes.
6.
Yes.
7.
Yes.
9.
Yes.
10.
Yes.
What'd you get?
17.
17 is a good roll. All right, so he had a
4, 4, 3.
Okay.
Yes.
So Frida has gotten 2 more points of termination /
I think
bennies.
I've added them on the spinneroni shooteroni.
Okay, so that was a 17, so that is a success with a raise. The defeated army loses 2 force tokens, which means that the force difference here, to give you an example, they have, how did we do this? So their force was +4 by scale of difference, because you had 29 people and they had 50 people. That's right, because I was doing a point of force for every 5 people. So you're gonna kill 10 of their guys in that first volley. Not going to, before you lose any men, 10 of their men are dead, which is fantastic. Now let's go to morale. So in this case, morale. After an army loses 1 or more force tokens, its leader rolls his spirit modified by these circumstances. So, spirit, d6. The army is made up of mostly undead or other fearless troops. Nope. The army is within fortifications. Nope. The army cannot repeat or will be killed if it does. Kinda. So, okay. So he is a -2, so he's a total of +2 for this roll. Success means he controls his army to fight on. The battle continues for another round, or as the attacker sees fit. Failure means that he loses command. Okay, so as you do this, you're going to start slamming them. 10 men are going to fall to the ground dead, and Gault is going to swing out and go, "Get up, you varmints, or else I'll kill you myself. We can take these lily-livered pieces of shit." And you'll hear, "Yeah!" And they'll try to fight on for 1 more round at least. So let's go in reverse order. Catlett, what are you doing now?
All right. So if Catlett's, I'm gonna just be laying into it with bolts and stuff like that, just spraying magic everywhere.
Okay.
I am not being subtle about stuff here.
Okay, sounds good.
I've got an 8.
An 8. Okay, so that's going to be 1 and 1. You gonna roll on the chart?
I will roll on the chart.
Roll on the chart. I believe in you.
7.
Okay, more valor. All right, so that's a +2. Good job. As you are just going through throwing magic, throwing cards marked with magic, crawdad creatures coming up and eating guts, flipping tents, punching babies. I don't know, whatever they're doing. All right, Frida Heckmann.
All right, so this first impression cost an awful lot of power, but did it kill some people?
Oh boy, did it. I'm going to say that
Let's spend some more power.
Okay, more power.
Let's bring some of them back.
Oh. All right, so that's gonna do it. Go ahead and make me your weird science roll.
Oh, exploded the d6 this time. So I have success with 1 raise. I have 10.
Successful in rage. All right, give me those
I guess,
2d6s.
am I looking at the typical zombie rules for this? Like, am I adding
Basically,
modifiers? Like, they're armed. I like to keep them armed.
basically, we're hand waving it for purposes, so it
Sounds
is
good.
whatever you want.
Oh, I am out of power points. There they go.
Okay, so roll me 2d6. I hope you roll.
I rolled at 11.
All right, you have activated the slaughter. The foe reels at the champion's onslaught. Subtract 2 from the enemy commander's battle total. Now, just a real quick reminder, you are getting bumped, or no, you aren't getting bumps and bruises. Never mind. So that is -2 from the commander's battle total. So that's a -2 on their roll. Beautiful. That's more effective than the +2 on your side at this point. Okay, going up to Ida. Ida, what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep shooting.
Okay, keep shooting. Give me that D12 action.
Oh, I don't like that at all. I'm gonna use a Benny to reroll.
Do it.
Come on, 12. Ah, yes. Okay,
You got
12
a 12?
explodes. One sec.
Okay, 12 explodes.
Onto a 7. That's 19.
Not yeah, hell yes it does.
3
All right,
raises.
you want to roll me 2d6?
Yes, please. 9.
9. All right, so you are going to be fighting valorously. I'll let you re-roll if you want because that was a hell of a roll, and I'm getting sick of valor.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. That's just gonna be Valor again at 6.
Re-roll until you get something else. Damn, I'm tired of this thing.
No,
Why don't
same.
you just pick what you like there, Kelly?
4.
4, there we go. Terrorize. The fighter's fury terrorizes her foes. The enemy's commander subtracts 2 from his spirit roll on morale.
Hell yeah. I feel like she's starting to get her little witchy self back, so she's starting, like, her bullets are like on fire, and it's starting to look a little bit like it's just flavor, but she's starting to look a little bit terrifying if that's what is going on. She's put her mask on before she went in.
Oh,
so
perfect.
her and Violet back to back.
Your sister's gonna grin over her shoulder at you and be like, I got the spirit.
There is no Ida. There is only Zool.
There's
Yeah,
only Zool.
she's probably just given her and cackling and yeah.
Oh, now you're not gonna want to go home. This is too much fun. You forgot how fun this could be.
Yeah.
We should really get together more often, sis. We should wait for the family reunion. All right, and that's beautiful. What are you doing, Trenton? So you've ridden the cattle, and the cattle have smashed through a number of these gunfighters, dropping them to the ground. What else what are you doing?
I kind of get the feeling that Trenton was following behind the stampede of cattle, kind of like the opening of a Jackass movie where everyone's just getting trampled.
Yep.
So he's going to look for anyone who's obviously sticking out and take his horse towards them and start shooting at them.
All right, sounds good. Give me a shooting roll.
That I can do. That'd be a 14.
Okay, all right. Roll me 2d6 if you wouldn't mind, please. Okay,
That would be a 6.
that would be a 6. Okay, a 6. That you are very valorous. I think that's boring though. So I'm gonna roll 1d6 and tell me what you get. There's 3 slots, guys. Or there's 6 slots. Come on, we can do this.
I got a 1.
Okay, so you are battling valiantly, inspiring the troops and urging them to... Oh, damn, really? Okay, so you are fighting... Are you fighting with your gun primarily and your knife, or are you just going slash?
Just the gun.
Okay, you are going to inspire the troops around you. I want you to figure out how you do this. You're immediately going to regenerate 1 force token. So somebody who was going to get wounded this round is going to be able to shrug it off.
Can we apply that to, I don't know, anyone who's might be undead, who's like possibly jumping back onto the field and inspiring them to join our side?
Yeah, totally. Brains, oh fuck that. All right, that's great. All right, so Catlett, the time is now, my friend. I need you to make me a battle roll. So battle roll this round. Let me just compare your sizes. Okay, so You have your plan is in motion. You have a tactical advantage because of the stampede still. So, okay, you are going to be rolling with a total of +5. Pardon me,
Okay.
you're going to be rolling with, total of +5.
Okay.
Okay, and I am going to be rolling these boys.
I'm gonna do a Benny for a reroll.
Yeah, sure, I will too.
I can do better.
Okay, I will again. Okay. Okay, so that's gonna even out. Okay. And Chef, I'm gonna activate. Chef donated a decent amount of money, so I'm gonna activate that right now. All right. Ready on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 14. Okay, so Chef, thank you for the +4 on that roll. All right, so that is going to be a success with a raise. Oh, you're gonna lose 10 guys. Oof. That is oof. So here is the deal. The way that we are going to do this is we're going to look at this. So you guys have 10 people on the battlefield of that you actually care about, out of a total of 29. So the way that we are going to do this is, okay, I want each of you to roll me a d6. If you roll a 1 or a 2, one of your friends dies. Okay, I want you to roll me a D10, please, Mr. Skinner. Okay, you got so fucking lucky. Okay,
Can I point out that I do have the troublemaker thing? So if things go bad, they go particularly bad.
That is true. Fine, roll me the D10 again.
5.
You are so goddamn lucky. You are so goddamn lucky. Oh my god. So the gunfight is roaring around you. Bullets are flying everywhere. 8 people from the other side are gonna drop like flies. Some of the mostly the people that you've recruited. Some of the gunmen from the other side. Okay? And then in the middle of it, you're going to see that one of their guys draws up a rifle and is seeing what Ida's doing in the center field, is gonna draw, click, boom. The bullet's going to fly at her only to catch Ashley in the back as he steps in the way. And he is the only one that gets a reroll. He has an extra health box because of that. The next thing that goes poorly is that one of the other guys is going to shriek from some of the zombies, reach up, grab a wood cutting axe that's near the fireplace, is going to start chopping zombie heads off as he's roaring, and it's going to go and throw the axe at a zombie. It's going to go right through the zombie's rotten face and slam into one of your men behind him. But god damn it, you rolled Clint. He's already a zombie. It's going to lodge in his shoulder, and he's going to go, well, this sucks. And he's going to go, and like pus and guts are going to start spilling out of his shoulder wound. I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good at all.
When
You will be fine. Bite that guy.
when Ida hears the shoot him. Just
Can I shoot him instead?
That makes more sense. Yes.
Brains! And he'll start
When Ida hears the like thump and presumable ugh from Ashley near her, she's gonna turn around like in panic, see that he's okay, give him a wink, and turn
a little
back
bit of
around.
blood dribbles down his mouth. You wishing you screwed me last night? Hey, you did screw him last night. We're backing up. Whew. Aren't you glad you screwed me last night? All right. Oh, good. All right. So, Catlett, to keep your force from running, I need you to make me a spirit roll, my friend. You are penalized at a -2 on this, and yeah, you're a -2.
Okay. Just gotta pull out my D8 here.
All right. You got spirit. How about you?
I've got a 7.
7. All right. I'm just gonna double check, and that's with the -2.
Oh no. That'll put me down to a 5.
5. Okay. Success means you cajole your army to fight on. The battle continues another round, or as the tiger sees fit. And I think we're probably in the last round of the fight. So going through it one more time. Let me just toss this because I don't need that anymore. All right. So you are down to what? You had 39 guys. You had 29. You had 29 guys plus yourselves. Now you're down to 19. Actually, you're down to 21 because those two guys are still up, and they are down to about 35. Okay. Math is math, right? Okay. So, why don't we go through a list? Who wants to act first in this combat? Who wants to act first in this round?
I will.
All right, Ida, what do you do?
Instead of bullets this time, she's going to, her magic is bubbling up and she's feeling it. So she's gonna start throwing out some fear spheres.
Nice.
And just like putting the fear of us into them.
Nice.
And so I'm gonna use magic, use a spirit roll.
Okay, sounds good. All right, you're gonna lose that many power points. Let's see your roll.
Okay, so that is a success with a raise,
Okay.
and then it was 3d6, right?
3d6 power points get drained from you. Okay. And then roll me 2d6.
Yeah, that was 4 power points on 3d6. Hot
Oh,
diggity.
damn! You should,
Nice.
this is why you should be a witch, really.
Yeah, I know. And that's a 2.
A 2. All right, you're gonna inspire people. Ashley's gonna shrug off his wound. And,
oh, hell yes.
And one of the nearby guys that got gut shot is gonna get. Actually, you know, one of the gun women from Exposition is gonna get up, seeing a badass like gunfighter girl like you. And,
That's right.
I think I can handle this. Okay, so that's back to 22 of you. All right, that is fantastic. That is 1 force token. Oh wait, no shit, not 1 force token. 1 force token means that you are back to 25 people. Because that means 5 people, because that's how we've divided this up. 5 people are gonna find their breath and get back to work. All right, over to next up. Who's next up going in there?
I'll go. Sure, why the heck not?
Absolutely.
Now I have no power points left, so I am tapping into my reserves. Dealing with the devil, please. Do you want to deal me 7 cards?
Oh boy, do I. And someone in the chat just said, because of Flint's wound, shoulder wounds notorious for pouring guts in the battlefield. The dude's undead. You don't know what's in there. He's a pinata of guts.
At least a few of which are his, but certainly not all.
Okay. How many cards do you... Oh god, James. How many cards do you get?
I get 7. I get 7.
Okay, and you're making a poker hand?
Yep. We're making the best poker hand we can out of that, I guess.
Okay, so you've got 5. You've got a 5. You got 4, 2 5s, a 6, a jack, a king, and a joker. And I believe jokers count as wild in this.
I believe they do.
So you've got 3 of a kind.
Let's see. 3 of a kind. If you want to check out Huckster, it'll. Oh, I've got Huckster.
I think you probably have Huckster. I will double check it if you want to. Okay.
Yeah, I just gotta find which tab I had it open on.
Okay, Huckster.
Yeah, it's like right on the page after Huckster stuff. Here it is.
I found racism
Dealing
and
with the
slavery.
devil.
I'm always there.
3 of a kind gives me 6 power points.
Okay.
And yeah, so with that, I will do another arcane roll, and then whatever's left over, I will keep as power points, I guess, because I think that's how that would work.
Okay.
I have enough to do my casting.
Okay, sounds good. And I'm gonna recall and shuffle.
Yep, and there is a nice solid 11. for an arcane.
All right, nice solid 11.
And
Damn,
goodbye
okay.
PowerPoints. I am out of PowerPoints again.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't need them anymore. Okay, so can you do me a big favor and can you roll me 2d6?
2d6. That is a 10.
Slaughter. The foe reels at the champion's onslaught. Subtract 2 from the opponent's battle total. So how are you doing this? You're just like, you deal with the devil and just more onslaught from like the crazy Cthulhu beasts?
Oh, I think that Catlett is tapping it because Catlett's not constrained by his powers now. Because if I'm using Deal with the Devil, I can use anything on my spell list. So he's like teleporting around and being incorporeal and like walking up to people and just.
Oh, that's awful.
Right? Like
that's awful.
Yeah, no, he's an arcane terror at the moment.
We really leaned into the terrifying part.
Oh yeah.
That's fair.
He's probably. And like, what was his name again? What was the bad guy's name?
Gault.
Like, Gault, get out here, you bastard!
Okay. All right. Frida or Trenton, you're up if you're acting. You coming in?
Got dynamite in 2 arms.
Okay. You got, all right. Give me an athletics roll. To throw dynamite.
I have some athletics. Not as much as I thought I had, but some. And I rolled a 6 on it. Okay, well, I have a 7.
Okay, 7. Okay, so you are going to be able to do some damage. That's going to add a +1.
You know what? I'm spending a Benny. Let's go.
Do it. You got 5 of them. What are you doing?
Spending another one.
Okay, do it.
Hey, there's another 6.
Okay.
Well, 10. Success and raise. I'll take it.
Okay, sounds good. Roll me 2d6. And did you lower your bennies, or do I need to refresh that?
I just lowered it now.
Okay, it's not showing up, so let me just refresh that.
12? Somehow?
Okay, so I was wondering who would get this. Army of 1. Tales will be told and sung of the warriors' epic feats this day. The enemy's army loses a force token immediately. This does not subtract from the battle roll, but does cause a morale check even if he wins. So you kill at least 5 of his guys in a single swoop. As you I'm assuming, now tell me if I'm wrong, that you know like line drills with a relay stick in like elementary school? You're just running, sliding a dynamite stick and running away?
Oh, basically. She doesn't have much of an arm for it, so she's gonna run around and be like, take this, see you.
Hey, wait, you get back! Or wait, pardon me, I got something for this.
For you.
Hey, wait, what are you doing? You get back here! How dare you! No, hold on. I could do better than that. Oh, there we go. Hey, you, what are you doing? What do you want us to... There we go.
Just like Looney Tunes style. Could you hold this for a moment? Here.
Well, yeah, I don't mind at all, pretty lady. And then... Okay, all right. So, that is awful. Great, I love it. Damn. And finally, Trenton, are you entering the fray again?
Yeah, I'm looking to find where the hell Gault is, because I'd like to... find where the head of this thing is to cut it off.
Okay, so you're gonna push into the center. You'll have to kill some of his men on the way there, but you totally can.
That's fine. Yep.
Okay, so give me a shooting roll. He is in the center, kind of dressed in this makeshift canvas poncho that used to be a blanket. And as you're
Careful,
walking,
he might suck his head in.
So I got a 9.
Okay, that's a raise. Roll me 2d6.
Sideways. 4.
All right, you're going to terrorize your foes. The enemy commander is going to subtract -2 as you're coming for him on morale. So there we go. Yeah, they're kind of screwed. Okay, so let me just do the quick math. So it was going to be +5. Okay, so they have a +1 for their size still. Okay, and you have a +4 for tactics. Okay, so you, James, if you're still in control, you're going to roll for the team at a +4. And I am going to roll at a number of my discretion, which is not +4. But before you do that, are any of the NPCs going to enter? I think Barney's going to try to be a hero as well if Trenton is. Barney's going to kind of put his back into it and be like, I got you, sir, I got you. Barney got a raise, even with a
Yeah,
bumps and
he did.
bruise. Barney is going to be valorous. That's going to be a +2 to your roll. As this little scrawny kid who looks like a gymnast from England is going to be shooting around and rooting around. Then it's going to be, I guess Ashley is just going to go through things. Ashley is going to not do too well on that roll. If anybody wants to spend a Benny for him to reroll.
Can I spend a Benny for him to reroll?
Absolutely. All right, so that is that's a 5, so that's at least a +1. If you want to spend a Benny, he'll reroll again.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be an 8. So that is a raise. And he is checking the sheet. He is valorous. Okay, so rushing through Captain American people with like logs and whoosh, they're exploding. It's just like that scene from that movie that you
He
like.
gets knocked by a cattle, and I'll like grab him and slap him on the ass and tell him to get going.
Yes, ma'am. And with, you know what he's going to do? He's super strong. He's going to grab a stampeding steer by the horns and direct it into 2 guys.
Yes.
And then who else we got? We got your witchy sister. Yeah, she'll do some spell casting. Why don't we do that? That's a D8 and a D6. And, okay, she also got a 10. So she is going to be like throwing around some of your magic. She's going to supercharge her whip and just going, woo! And that's going to be Valor as well. They're NPCs. I don't care. And then anybody else looking to be particularly brave? Violet was. You know what? Abby is going to try to be. Let me just check her sheet real quick because she's got special stats and she's lucky. Which, can someone look up what lucky does real quick to remind me? Or luck. It's called luck. So she's going to have shooting and a wild card. Huh. Anybody want to spend a Benny for that?
I only have 1 left. Does anyone else want to?
Sure, I
Yeah.
totally can. Sorry, I was trying to look up luck.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. It's in the core book.
Benny Expendi.
Thinkies.
Okay. So she got a 4 on the second one. Unless luck does something pretty cool. Loyal. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't have the core.
Hindrance. I've almost got it. Edge. Come on. Where's the edge? Is it in here? Leadership edges. Combat edges. It's gonna be a normal edge. It's just a normal edge. Just being lucky. Come on, dudes. Luck. +1 Benny. Oh, she has her own bennies. Okay, so she'll get a success thanks to you. So that'll be a +1. She'll get a little banged up, which, you know, whatever. Really, at the end of the day, -1. And Clint, Ollie, Barney. Okay, Barney did fine. I think that everybody else is not going to be putting their lives out like this. So, James, if you are taking charge,
Yep.
okay, I have my bonus, and now I have yours. You are at 4, 6, 8, 10, plus 11 on this roll.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. And you got negatives from me and.
I have morale negatives from you.
Morale
So I've got
negatives. Okay.
I have a -2 from one of you. I have I lose force tokens from
Right.
Frida. Okay.
And you
okay.
have to make a morale even if you win, right?
Yep. Okay. Ooh, come on.
Boo. No, 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 no.
Yeah, I don't think
No.
I don't think I can beat a +11, but I did real good. I did real good with one. Considering my bonus is +1. Okay, so I spent 2 bennies to reroll. Okay, so I'm down to my last one. All right. Thomas, what'd you get?
16.
16 beats 12.
Only just.
Just barely though.
Oh wait, pardon me. Hold
Oh.
on. So you still won. I forgot that I can't do math. So 16 beats 13 because I rolled a 6 twice.
It's a narrow thing.
13. Yeah, you'll still squeak by, so that's going to be a marginal victory. They're going to lose 1. Okay, so the victor loses 1 force token. The defeated loses 2. So they're going to lose 10 guys. You're going to lose 5. Okay, so that's rough. So they're down to 20 dudes. You're
Do
down
they have to make 2 morale checks now?
They, you know what? I'll just give them. How does that work? They'll have to make one. I'll just give them a hell of a disadvantage on this. So what I need you to do is each of you d6, please.
A 3.
3.
Also a 3.
Okay.
Also a 3.
What'd you get, Trenton?
6.
Cool. Cool. I'm gonna spend a Benny to make all of you re-roll that.
Ah,
It's gonna be
Nefarious.
because
Still holding the
it's,
6.
I have a 1.
there we go.
I
Okay.
changed to my fancy dice.
All right. Mills, do me a favor. Roll me a d10. Who lives? Who dies? Who tells their story?
no.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. All right. So Ihane is going to take a bullet.
Oh,
I liked him. He was good.
Yeah.
He was good. Donate now to save Ihane. I will
last
say-
time that happened, we started getting zombies.
Not all zombies. Okay, so Ihane is going to take a bullet as you are going to push right into the center. Now, morale checks on me. Gault is going to try to keep his men together. Where do you think you're going? We got stuff to do. We got to kill these sons of bitches.
Shut up, Franklin.
Franklin.
The turtle.
Oh. Yes, fair. Oh, like his name is Socrates Gault. Okay, so I have no bennies. I rolled a 3 on my morale check, which is going to be at a -3 at least. So I rolled a 0. That means that on this, we are looking at this. Failure means the commander loses control of the force. The army is defeated but conducts an orderly retreat. Anybody want to spend a Benny to make me re-roll that to see if I roll a 1?
Yes.
You
Okay.
know, never mind, you got it. I'll save my bennies.
Yeah,
No.
save yours. I'll just use mine.
All right. Okay.
Reroll.
So, yeah. Well, I was seeing how many rerolls how many bennies it would take. If y'all spend 5 bennies total, you can make the army panic and run.
How many do we have between us?
I mean, Trenton can do that by himself.
Can everyone put in like 2, 2, and 1?
Sure.
I was gonna save mine
Sure.
for a special circumstance.
Oh.
I'll drop
fair,
myself
fair,
down to 1. I'll donate 1 to the cause.
Okay, 1 to the
I'll donate
cause.
1 to the cause.
Okay, so we only need 2. Trenton, if you put 2 in, they'll the fight's done.
That's fine.
Okay, so I'm completely
Thank you.
I'm completely out of bennies right now. So, okay, so Trenton, you're down 2. People buy you more. Okay, so they're gonna scream and run. The force is gonna be broken. All right. And okay, with that, most of the forces is run away. Only Socrates Gault remains. His body is contorting in a grotesque way, beginning to crick and crack as like you see one of his arms is beginning to shrink up into his body. He's holding on as high as he can. Your sister back behind you is going to check her pocket watch. Not much time now. And with that, advancing, I would like, if you're going to confront him one-on-one for the final duel, I would like everyone to, we're going to draw cards. So, for Deadlands, I'm just going to go hop into Roll20, and I'm going to draw your cards. I'm going to do a shuffle. And then I am going to deal... Okay. And deal. Okay, pardon me one sec. Oh, I could have just done that. That's probably easier. Okay. And boom. All right, flip your cards. Okay, so we are doing, and just a quick reminder, in Savage Worlds, we start with, is it lowest to highest or highest to lowest? I think it's highest to lowest.
I'm not seeing any cards.
Right above your
Oh, they're
nameplates.
down in. Yeah,
They're hidden.
like
They're hidden. I did not realize that
Oh.
Roll20 did it like this because I never use cards.
Oh, you can click and drag it though into your square.
Okay.
There it is. I found
Yeah.
it. I'm
Okay.
a 7 of hearts.
So this is way better now. Okay, so looking at this, I'm just gonna check for initiative now. If you spend a Benny, you can draw the top card off the stack and replace it. Okay, so for initiative, because we play this game so infrequently, I always forget. Count the countdown. All right, so and
It's
I am
sharps
in
over,
here.
Sharps over rounds, black over red.
All right, Mike, you're first. What do you do?
I'm calling Gault out. I'm like, Gault, you got something in mind? I want it back right now.
He like starts frothing out of his mouth, blood mixed with the foam. You want death? I'll give you death, you son of a bitch. Are you trying to enter a duel with him?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go to duel rules. I think you've earned this.
Yeah.
Be
Okay.
like,
Dueling.
We
Gault-
gotta do
Gault-
the like.
Actually, do I have that? One sec.
Oh,
Did you
oh.
have it in me? My mother was a trumpet. My father's one of Elderberries.
Okay, not that. Do I have train whistle, harmonica, tabletop audio? You better have duel. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the sound pad home. I'm gonna make a custom sound pad. Duel. They do not have
I just got a Benny.
They do not have the
Yes.
wah wah wah, so we'll have to do it ourselves. It'll be organic. If you don't have wah wah, store bought is fine. Okay, so dueling is on page 47. Truth be told, no special rules required for duels. Two or more hombres use the regular test of classic showdown. But in the legendary West, slapping leather is a sacred ritual. Duels conducted in this way last exactly 3 rounds. Before the start of the round, give each duelist a hole card, face down. Don't let your rival see it. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to deal just to you and just to me, Mike. Okay. And, oh, I need to draw. Boop. Okay. This is your hole card. Ready? Whoosh. Okay. I've got mine. You've got yours. Okay.
I think Michael has 2 because I think he drew his initiative card from the main deck, not from in his hand.
He should
Just
have.
FYI. He's got 2 showing there.
Does he?
I
Yeah.
have 2? Where?
Above your name at the bottom of Roll20.
Did you draw another card, Mike?
I haven't drawn anything yet.
In initiative though, did you? Because there's one in your square.
Yeah. I did
Is that
for
did
that.
you pull that from the deck?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Kelly gave us cards to our name, which was
Oh.
hard
Oh,
to
yeah,
see.
so
It's
you-
like down in the corner awkwardly. So he's got
Yeah.
both of his.
So,
It's above your picture in Roll20,
yeah, just at
Yeah.
the very bottom of the screen.
where it shows 2.
There we go. I have stolen them from you. And
Oh,
whatever.
there's one over Kelly's name.
Yeah.
There's 3 over Kelly's name now.
So I am going to return these over here, and I'm going to
So
re-deal
confused.
to us between just
Okay.
us because we're in a duel. Okay,
Yeah.
so don't show me this. I cannot see it unless I steal it. Boom. So
Okay.
each of us have a card. Okay.
Okay.
He's going to stumble out. Don't let your rival see it. Some edges add to the number of hole cards the pistolier gets. Okay, Benny's and Fate on the first round and second round. The Bloodthirsty participants are dealt an action card as usual. They perform the most actions, with the exception noted below, except, okay. This is a lot of rules. So, what do I have?
But it's
Okay.
also deadly. I think you can one-shot someone with this.
I think you
really
can. All right. You know what? This is Deadlands. This is the last episode. We're going to go through this. Okay. On the first and second round, so Mike, pop open the book to page 48. This is what we're going to do. On the first and second round, the bloodthirsty participants and any bystanders who want to get involved are dealt an action card. Anybody getting involved in this duel? Or are you just letting him do it?
I think I'll just let him do it. I've already mostly turned the guy into a turtle.
Okay, yeah, he's a turtle no matter what. Okay. All right, so what do you want to do on your action, Mike? That's more important.
I'm going to try to intimidate him as much as possible by pulling out one of my cigarillos, showing that I have absolutely no fear of him whatsoever.
All right, that sounds good.
And I'll be like, from what I heard, you can't shoot straight. You're not going to be killing anybody today.
Okay, so you can make me an intimidation roll, and I'm just going to check one of his special edges, which is right. Gault is, there we go. It's under there. Okay, so +2. Okay. All right, sounds good. So go ahead and make me that intimidation roll. It's going to be versus his spirit. He's got
23.
spirit. Okay, I got a 2. Okay, so that's going to give him the shaken. Second round, he's going to look at you and... This you're doing? This damn voodoo shit?
Ida's kind of standing out of the way to not get shot in a duel, but just kind of like waves delicately with a little crackle between her fingers.
You can't just do this type of shit. People gonna come for you. No matter what you think.
She looks over her shoulder at Violet and giggles and shoots a look at Catlett.
She's got family.
I don't think Catlett really notices. I think he's just kind of like dead set on this guy.
Okay, you got a second. What are you doing with your second round, Mike?
Well, looks like you ain't no person at this moment, so I ain't so worried about your threats.
Okay.
Neither are you. Neither are you. Hey, are you, Barney? And I'll tell Barney to step forward, showing him that he's not dead.
I'm doing pretty well, actually. You're gonna go straight to hell, sir. Where you belong. You can make me that intimidation roll again. He's gonna try to intimidate you too. I don't think it's gonna work, guys. Can you make me a spirit roll as well, Mike?
So I just roll like a 8-sided dice and a 6-sided dice, and I just rolled an 8 and a 6 on like the 8-sided and 6-sided dice.
Jeez.
So
they
that's
both reroll.
That's a problem.
Yeah, they both explode. And this is on your spirit or on your intimidation?
Intimidation.
Okay, so do you just like put your cigarillo out on your tongue or something?
No, I just spit it out on the ground.
Like you don't give a shit about him? Like
No, and then just pull my my holster aside so it's like ready for me to draw on him.
okay. And
That's that's a 14.
okay, 14. And yeah, he got a 6 on his intimidation roll. So he's not going to be able to intimidate you. In the meanwhile, he is going to reach for the gun at his belt, which is a gun that looks pretty familiar to you. And third round, at the start of third round, don't deal action cards. Instead, both characters automatically reveal the whole card of their hands. So one moment, I just got to check something before we do this. Okay. And reveal. So click on it and then just drag it. I have a Joker.
I got a 4.
Okay. So he is going to get the jump and be able to shoot. He is shaken, though. So we will see. So he's going to... Okay. Okay, for that reason, no one in the duel can soak wounds from anyone else in the duel. You got to stand there and take it. All right. Treat carnage, bloodshed, normal combat. So you both get a shot at each other. This might kill you. He is shaken, though, so I got to double check what that means in terms of that by checking the shaken rules to see how shaken he is.
So -2, I think that's what it was before,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Okay, so he gets to do a spirit roll. I'm going to do a -2 on this just because that was such a high raise. Okay, he is still going to be shaken. He...
Shaken also increases the damage, I think.
That he takes?
Yeah. Like he suffers a different damage track if he's...
Yeah, if you're shaken, you ignore the first wound. So this is going to go straight to the source. You guys are both going to pull and fire. So he's got a D8 and D6. Let's go. Okay.
I'm going to spend one of my bennies to reroll.
Sounds good. Anybody who wants to buy me a hurt them more in the chat, please do.
Don't you fucking dare. I'll block you from the Patreon from watching Strixhaven.
Ida, stop intimidating the audience.
I roll to intimidate the audience.
It is unsuccessful. Okay, so I have a hit on you. It's not a great one, but it is a hit. So what I need to do is check damage real quick, and we're going to do this dramatically. We're not going to reveal how much damage has been rolled until the time is right. So after successful hit, the attacker rolls damage. Ranged weapons do a fixed damage. And reminder, if you have a raise, you deal an additional 1d6. Bonus dice can also ace, so they can also re-roll. Okay, so same to you.
Yep. We also got to hurt them more.
Oh, did I? I'm gonna re-roll these then. Okay, that was okay. I appreciate it. Good job. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll my damage, and then. Okay, so. Okay, I've got so many rules I'm checking right now, guys, because of stuff that you have bought. Okay, all right, that sounds great. And let me just double check gun damage on this. Mike, don't tell me your damage, but the gun that you are using right now, is it 2d6 or is it a higher damage weapon?
It's 2d6.
It's 2d6? Okay.
I like how you're assuming that I hit you.
I'm assuming. You only needed a 4. Okay. All right. So, what'd you get to hit?
I got a 17, so that's 1 and 3 raises.
Okay. I got a 5, so that's 1. No raises. You're going to be hit by this. All right, so then we're going to check damage. So you are going to be probably shaken for sure, but applying damage. So I rolled more than your toughness, and you definitely would have rolled more than mine, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Because don't I get an additional dice if I...
You get an additional die because of the raise. Just 1, though.
Yeah.
If the damage is equal to or greater toughness, is shaken. Each raise on the damage roll also inflicts a wound. Okay? He is already shaken, so you do not start at shaken. We start at wounds. So, the way that is going to be is, what is your toughness?
My toughness
is... It's a
D8? 7.
7? Okay. Oh, yeah, it's not that. Okay, so... If it overrides, then we start from the beginning. So you are both going to draw as the wind whistles over the plain. And then suddenly, 2 gunshots are going to ring out. And you are going to take 2 wounds.
Okay.
As he draws first and fires. He was just 1 point shy from getting a bonus damage on you. Yeah, combat reflexes, command, nerves of steel, harder. Yep. So he does not get any additional damage on that from his specialties. You, his toughness is also 7.
Okay.
What was your damage?
13.
13. Okay, so that's 3 raises. You are going to shoot him. The bullet is not going to kill him, but it is going to be, yours is going to be a side shot, but yours is going to be dead center chest, just to the right of the heart. And he's going to stumble to the ground. You don't deserve. Do that. And you are going to watch the skin peel and split off him as he starts to drown in a pool of his own blood. As that is happening, the flesh is going to peel, revealing reptilian skin beneath, and he is going to start basically vomiting up his own intestines from the shot. As the bullet ricochets around. Well, not as, but he's going to be vomiting up a lot of his own blood and things. And is going to start to die as he turns into a turtle on the ground.
Lands on his back.
Yeah, he's going to land on his back. Big broken shell in the front where you can see just blood going.
Well, is that? I guess we did it.
I feel like we could have just waited like 5 more minutes.
Trenton will turn around and light another cigarillo and will say, I think I need to sit down for a second. And sit down, clutching his side.
Frida?
It's dead. I'll have to use a bandage like it's the old schools. Ugh. I'm gonna go attempt to give you first aid.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a better idea. I'm gonna lie down for a second.
Why not both?
Uncle Bill!
Ozzy is here to reach your gutsmith.
Abby is going to rush into where the folk have been kidnapped. They're all still alive.
Hell yeah.
Bill rubs his wrists as he approaches. I hear y'all are the ones who led this charge in here to come rescue me. Well,
I think your niece gets a lot of that.
This is some weird shit going on here. He looks over to see where the turtle that's baking on the ground. One of these crawdad creatures is going to start to munch on it before dissolving into ectoplasm. I think I'm going to look the other way about that for now.
Sorry.
Probably better.
Well,
I believe it'll take a little while to round up the rest of the cattle, but I think they had more than our herd, right?
mostly it was just your herd in here for the most part. There were probably some more that you didn't recognize. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it'll take some time to round up the rest of the cattle, but ultimately we should be able to get you to your destination still.
Well, I appreciate that. You should probably make sure that, well, I would say Gault's body, but, well, you got enough people here to vouch for Gault's death. You can probably still collect the reward in Denver.
Oh yeah,
Sure,
there was
we
a
can-
reward for him, wasn't there?
I'm sure we
Yep.
can wrangle something up from his tent.
Well, Take a look. You got first dibs. Those of you who feel it head into his tent, and after a brief search around, are going to find quickly a trunk in his tent. Inside of it are $1,500 in bills, and another.
Ooh, easy.
What you will determine from Javier's keen eye as another $400 in gold dust. Sutter, ever the even-keeled one, says, I recommend you divide some of this up among the cowboys on the rescue party, as well as the lazy ace. A lot of money here. But you do what you do. I figure, well, there's a bounty on his head of about 1,000, from what I hear. You'll be getting your share already. I'll leave it at that. Heading outside. He leaves you three in the tent as Trenton rests outside.
I'm thinking I'll take a share and maybe see if I can get it sent out to the farmers that were affected by Gault. The ones that are left alive, at least.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably do something similar. Just take share enough that I don't know, enough to get comfortable, get a new pair of boots. The rest of it can go to them.
I feel the same.
I wouldn't mind traveling down to Denver and picking up that reward.
Mm-hmm.
Seems
It
like
might be
that's maybe
nice
the
to
next
set up
stop.
a wagon for a bit of a mobile workshop. Mm-hmm.
We might have to talk to Abby about that.
I'll leave you two to discuss that. She'll take the money and start like counting it out, divvying it up, and probably give the gold dust to unless anyone objects, give the gold dust to Bill to sort of keep on hand to be given to the lazy ass guys.
Okay.
And to make up for the cattle that were lost, and then divvy up the 1,500 between the surviving members of our crew.
From the back of the box canyon, from the spot where there's no entry, as you head outside, Ida, you're gonna see someone riding over on a soft walk, atop a horse. They slide off, hit the ground, and begin walking across the center of the camp. It's a woman, dressed in black slacks, a black short coat, with long black hair tied midway down her back. Her face is painted like a sugar skull. The woman you met at the Mexican border some time ago walks through the center of camp to Gault's body. Around you, the sound of crows fills the air. She looks down at Gault's, well, what was Gault's body, before it became a cacophonous, a turtle mess, and the bone-handled revolver. Senor? She says, looking back at you, Trenton.
I was gonna say, just hold up a bloody hand and be just like, give me a second. I think I spilled enough to earn it, ma'am.
Then come and claim it. She looks back at you. But no. He'll be looking for you. What do you do, Ida?
I was gonna say if Trenton's still on the ground, she'll offer him a hand to walk over and get it.
And as you offer him a hand and stand up, there will be the sound of coyotes baying in the distance. And as you turn around, the horse and the woman are both gone. Neither of them left trails through the encampment.
Seems I'm not the only one dealing in interesting company, Mr. Trenton. Catlett and I are not the only ones.
I'll wave Barney over. I'm like, here, hold my other side. So like,
Yeah,
one arm
yes, sir.
around Barney, one around Ida, holding me up.
Over as you're doing
Damn it.
that.
Leaking all over my damn pants.
I mean, do you want, sir? That was a hell of a gunfight, if you don't mind me saying so, sir.
Well, tell me about it later when I'm not fighting being unconscious.
Well, fighting's what you're good at, sir. And they walk
Thank you, kid.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's make our way over there before you have to drag me.
All right, they drag you over next to that old gun. The weight of it beneath you feels like the entire world. Does he pick it up? Or does he bury it in the sand with a foot?
Give me that damn gun.
And as
fight the gloves off his hand to grab it with his bare hand.
As he touches it, you're going to feel a searing heat burn into your palm. The bone handle of the revolver is marked with symbols that anybody would recognize if they were visible at a normal time. But when your hand makes contact, they burn bright, branded into the flesh of your skin. The symbol of the devil. And the devil's gone. And somewhere, across the rest of the Weird West, a figure, a skeletal figure, tall and dark, is gonna turn from a scene of carnage, with people hanging off a gallows nearby, and the dead bleeding and breathing their last on the ground. He's going to say into the camera, as if catching a bad scent from downwind. Now, after that, y'all spend a few weeks, several of the days here, gathering up the cattle. After the bodies are taken care of, this box canyon's actually a pretty smart place to keep them and recuperate, buy supplies, and so on. Now the herd spends 2 weeks getting fat on the tall prairie grass between Exposition and Denver. But before long, you will make it there. Denver's a nice city, and, well, as you reach it, Sutter's gonna halt the herd a few miles outside of town. You make camp, and Bill heads into Denver to try to make a sale. You're allowed to have some shore leave, if you'd like. As long as enough remain to ensure that herd is properly herded. Intended to. Besides, you have a lot of conversations to be had, a lot of whiskey to be bought. And you're only beginning the first part of this long trek across the Weird West. Now, I need to know a couple things. That is where I have the game ending right there. Ida, do you go back home once you reach Denver and the railroads?
She's gonna try not to. If Violet didn't go with them, she plans on continuing on. But she still keeps wearing the black.
If you keep wearing the black, she'll pretend she didn't see you. And the last thing that she'll say to you before she vanishes one night in Denver is she'll be sending orders.
I'll be ready.
Perfect. All right, Catlett, you're gonna get into your weird poly triangle with Frida.
Right?
Right?
It's the weird West.
That's why it's weird. It's not weird because it's poly. It's weird. Well, I mean, a little weird because it's the Old West, and you're not.
I think it's mostly just weird because Frida's in it.
It's weird because it's totally normal. Otherwise, you guys went through the air, like, just you got too close to Utah and some of the radiation wore off. I mean, Brigham Young's still alive. He has stats in this game.
What?
Brigham Young is in one of these books. He's still
Can
alive.
the next adventure be to deal with that?
It's just the quest for the magic underwear. All right. So, folks, that's what I have for Deadland Blood Drive. Did you have fun with this one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
I love
definitely.
this
Yeah, it was
game.
fun.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys are awesome.
You guys are awesome. You're all awesome. So, folks, this is it for Season 1. We've discussed that we're going to take a hiatus. We might come back to this someday. The module needs a bit of tinkering to actually make it fun for stream. A lot of it's very, very slow. And there's one scene in the next chapter, which is the reason I wanted to run the damn game in the first place, but it's such a slog reaching there that I want to take some time off. I also feel like Deadlands is a better game to run when it's colder out to warm us up.
Yeah.
You know?
Get the
Yeah.
contrast going.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we will probably come back to this. I hope you had a great time. What we're going to do is we're going to do some quick last words. So go around in a circle, tell us who you are, where we can find you, and something you loved about this game maybe. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, after this, hop into a quick, we're just going to stay on the call, and we're going to record a quick little podcast. So if you like to hear like our personal thoughts and secrets about this, if you are a Patreon supporter at $5 or higher, you can do so. That'll be uploading in the next day or two, because I owe you guys like 2 podcasts. So as we're doing that, let's go ahead and just start at the bottom and work our way back toward me. So James, where can we find you? Who are you? What do you like to do? What's your shoe size? Your social insurance number? Like, tell us everything.
Oh my, okay, you want the entire dude. Okay. Anyway, I'm James. You can, aka Otheon. You can find me mostly on Dork Tales, but also I do games over at with Precarious on his channel, and also at Dire Bear Gaming. I'm currently doing Wild Beyond the Witchlight with them, with a fun little character there. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Yeah, that's about it.
What did you like about the game?
Talk about
Oh
the game.
yeah, about the game. Oh, I had fun with like just the interactions between the different characters, like getting Ida flummoxed by by like, oh, are you coming on to me? Or the card game when Trenton got jumped from behind, and it, yeah, just good fun with everyone. And, oh god, also like, Frida and bringing people back from the dead. God, we're supposed to be hiding, and you're just like, resurrect. Yeah, good fun. Oh my god, so much fun. Praise Crawdad. Sorry.
Praise Crawdad. All right.
Is
Mills.
it Crawdad or is it Crawdaddy?
Oh, it's Crawdaddy.
That's going to be a complication in the
Oh,
relationship.
sorry, you said me, didn't you?
I did. It's your turn.
Hi.
Where can we find you? Who are you?
It is me, Millie. You can catch me most days actually over on twitch.tv/bunnyhearted, because I am secretly, very not secretly at all, a comfy cozy VTuber, and that's where I spend most of my time on a channel that's not this one. I don't know what else cool to say about me, but I have like nice shoes, regular shoe size. It's really weird wearing like giant goggles for a whole stream. So I have like a whole weird head situation going on. Like cool grooves in my forehead after this. It'll be so classy. And I had an awful lot of fun with this. I think my favorite part was how we just sort of rolled with it. It's like when we had the moments where we're like not really sure what to do with it, and we just sort of randomly invented stuff.
Yeah.
Like the whole raising the dead thing was like looking for upgrades for some shenanigans, and I'm like, huh. Well, I'm at the bottom of the list, and zombie is here, and Kelly's eyes lit up. So we took zombie.
Nice. All right, let's pass up to Christa.
Hi, I'm Christa. You can mostly find me here on Saturdays. You can, going forward, more or less most Saturdays, you can find me at Lawful Stupid RPG on Twitch, but mostly here and on TikTok as Chahista FX.
Nice. And finally, Mike.
Last but not least, it's me, Michael. Find me hanging out here, Dork Tales, on the Odd Project. There's one coming up in August I'm really looking forward to. Don't really recall the name. What was the name of that thing again? Oh,
Strixhaven.
could it be?
Oh, wait.
No, not that one.
No, it's the one with the jelly.
The Indie Showcase.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. I gotta figure out.
Yeah. So yeah, keep your eyes open because I'll be popping back up with pretty much the same crew, but with a couple additions to it. So
Yeah, I gotta finish casting that last edition tonight, actually. So, fantastic. Hey guys, thank you so much for playing this game with me. I hope you had fun. I hope that you have fun in whatever comes next.
Oh, can I add in what I liked most about this?
What'd you like most?
Yes.
It was a hell of an excuse to go buy the coolest hat I've ever had.
We all look good. We look good.
So, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
I was gonna say my favorite things was being able to wear this ridiculous costume because I love it so very much. I love being a cowboy. And yes, this crew is incredible. And I know when we sort of started playing this, Kelly, I was like, "This is my favorite game I'm in," and I'm in like 3 or 4 other games. I was like, "This is my favorite," and he was like, "What, really?" And I was like, "Yes, it's because like the other 3 players are so incredible, and like this combo of people are like." Just so much fun to play with. You guys are amazing. So thank you so much for playing in this with us or with me and letting me be part of this because it's amazing.
We love you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, thank you very much, A Wild Striker. I'm glad you were an audience member. Glad you had fun. This game got a lot better once we relaxed and just didn't care about it anymore. I think it was pretty good.
Yep.
But if we're gonna have time to do anything, I'm gonna get us out of here. So thank you so much for tuning in. Stay weird, stay west, stay rootin', stay shooting, but most importantly, be kind. All right, folks, have a great day as we hit the old dusty trail.
Hold down.
I
Danny.
don't want to set the world on fire.
Wait, you're not supposed to set the world on fire? Shit.
Oh,
balls.
Frida, turn it off! Turn it off!
Frida!
Good night, everybody.